Boys in the back. Boys.
What is good? We are back. Another episode of The Boys in the Back. I mean, you see it. You see it. Another beautiful February day here in New York City. Not a sun in the sky. Can't even see the Empire State Building. Snow and ice on the ground. It truly is a horrific day weather-wise in what I would call the worst month of the year. But nonetheless, we don't have to get into that. I am joined alongside me, as always, by my man, Eric Jackman. Look at him, absolute beauty. He's looking great on this February afternoon.
I don't share your negativity, your pessimism, your down nature toward this day. I am very happy today.
Oh, I'm happy. I mean, life couldn't be any better for the month of February. You know what I'm saying? It could be better.
Within February.
Is as good as it can get.
I get it.
We are at peak right now.
It is about to be Valentine's Day.
It is. I mean, check out the bug. The bug is right here. Look at this. Bug is looking fantastic. Glass is looking fantastic. Frankie, got a little hearts on the monitor there. Looking good, man. You're looking good.
I appreciate that.
I almost feel like Valentine's Day, for me, I know it's about romantic and things like that. But what I think of when I think of Valentine's Day, it's almost like a Thanksgiving for me because it's about love and it's about your affection for people. And to me, it puts me in a mood of thinking about I'm so appreciative of the people that I do love and the people that I do care for. So it's almost like a Thanksgiving. Also, we talked about it yesterday, and I got some heat for my lack of spark and romance with my wife. And
even the Valentine's Day aside, this man doesn't even acknowledge his wife's birthday.
Yeah, as my brother-in-law Ryan said, I was asleep upstairs while they were singing "Happy Birthday" and all that. But I want to take this moment to shout out a few special people. Because it is Valentine's Day. So
this is great.
I feel like there's some shout outs that are necessary. Number one, right off rip, shout out to Ben Hefner, who works with us, who encodes this show. He allows us to give you this product, this program, and the Ariel Helwani show and the watch parties. He's an absolute legend in the game. Shout out to Ben Hefner. Happy birthday, Ben.
I was going to say, I think it's a very special day. Oh, hit it, Frankie. Happy birthday to Ben.
What were we saying about people who celebrate their birthdays in February?
I'm happy to celebrate individual birthdays, but if we get to February and you're like, well, February is great because it's my birth month. Couldn't give less of a shit. Could not care. Could not possibly care less. Happy birthday, though, Ben.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Happy birthday, man.
You're simply the best.
Another shout out. Again, as I said, it makes me feel thankful. It makes me feel like I want to appreciate the people that I care about and love. Shout out to our technical director for this show and yesterday's show, Sally Joe, the queen, who's filled in for Andy.
Sally!
Did an incredible job yesterday, seamless. And also shout out to Andy, obviously, who she's filling in for. We love you, Andy. And hope
not the step director, just the director that stepped up. Shout out to Sally.
But yes, hope you're recovering well. Andy, you're the best. And then lastly, how about our boy, fans of all Ariel Helwani-verse programming would know TST in the building today. Shout out to Troy.
Shout out to Troy, baby. Tight ship in the back.
He's not back here. He's not back here.
Oh, he's in the cafeteria just eating the free Yahoo lunch.
He's eating the free lunch, not watching at all. I mean, shout out.
Shout out to Troy.
That's exactly what I would expect Troy to be doing. Love is in the air. I mean, February it's as good as it gets.
Jordan and I wanted to say Happy Valentine's to the both of you.
Hey,
that's sweet.
We couldn't do it without you.
Thanks.
And we appreciate
Where's the butt?
I love this. I love this
I was
celebration.
Curious when you were like, I like Valentine's Day because it's like Thanksgiving because then my wife is going to make a giant feast or something. So I'm glad that you saved it right there at the end.
I was just wondering why we're acting like Valentine's Day is like this. I just want to let everyone know I'm so thankful for you. I thought it was just a box of chocolates, a couple flowers.
See, that's the hallmarkization of the. Is Valentine's Day a Hallmark holiday or is there actual
Catholic holiday?
Hallmarkification. Okay. So maybe there are some roots in something real.
Tino.
Tell me more about it.
That's all I know.
Okay.
Cupid. Something about Cupid.
But it's become just you hand out the.
Oh right.
The sugar.
Someone was on execution row and people wrote affirmations and that's where the idea of giving someone
those candy hearts come from.
Well, I don't know if the actual writing of Valentine to someone is a
Sure, but that's why they're like, you're the best, you're the sweetest, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has become that. It's like flowers, chocolate, expectations, all that. Like, let's just love each other. Let's just spread love and spread positivity. That's how I
What a pacifist you are. What a zen.
It's very zen.
Yeah, really love it. All right, so Valentine's Day tomorrow. Enjoy Valentine's Day with your loved one, your significant other.
Yes.
If you're single, wallow in self-pity. Do whatever you need to do to get through the day. Go out, Galentine's Day, whatever you want to do. Speaking of Valentine's Day, though, Trouble in Paradise for one of MMA's more famous couples. Sean Strickland comes out with a video yesterday in response to Eric Nicksick coming on the Ariel Helwani show, essentially saying that he just wants to coach championship fighters, was puzzled by Strickland's performance, was unsure of it, and Strickland comes out and says, Eric Nicksick will no longer be in my corner.
Yeah, we actually have the sound. Let's play what Eric Nicksick said when he spoke to Ariel earlier this week.
Do you think that the criticism is warranted? Do you think that it has been fair?
Yeah, of course. I do. I do. I mean, we have to be real. Like, it just was a very underwhelming performance in an opportunity to fight for a title. You know, there's people in this sport that never even realize that potential to ever even be an opportunity to fight for a championship. That should be enough to get you motivated, to get you off the couch. So, you know, it just to me was we didn't perform, you know, so it's on all of us. It's on me as a coaching staff. It's on Sean and you know, I think he needs to evaluate what he wants to do in this sport. If it's just to make money, then that's great. Let us know. You know, I want to coach world champions. So my motivations are different, you know, so I think that, you know, just to kind of show up and do that and, you know, not really back it up, just to me was just kind of uninspiring.
Yeah, so he had that to say, I believe Tuesday on the program, Tuesday on the Ariel Helwani show, and then Sean Strickland last night, Wednesday evening, goes on Instagram, and this is just a snippet of the video that he posted on his socials.
All right, guys, keep tagging me about this whole Eric thing, and goddamn it, because I like Eric. He's a friend of mine, and he's going to continue to be a friend of mine. Will he probably be in my corner? Probably not. We have so many great guys at Extreme, Nate, Ray Cepho. We have so many savages that I would love to corner me.
Yeah, so he also went on in the rest of that video to kind of talk about how rough the camp was for the fight. Obviously significant and important, but not important to kind of the context of this story that we're discussing here in terms of his relationship with Eric Nicksick. But we reacted to Eric's comments in real time. My takeaway at that moment was, this is the type of coach, this is the type of guy that I would want in my corner, because I imagine that he's had this conversation with Sean at some point, and I imagine it's kind of been an ongoing conversation. Typically, I would assume that something like this didn't just like boil up once. Like it was like, oh, that performance by Sean was my last straw. Like you can kind of correct from there. I imagine that this is just, they've been together for quite a while, and there's a certain point where it's like, hey, are you helping me and am I helping you? And they probably came to a point where it was like, I don't know if this is, you know, that relationship anymore. As Strickland said in his video, they're still friends though, right? He's like, Eric is always going to be my friend, but maybe he's not going to be in my corner. My takeaway here, now having heard this and seen the reaction, I think this is how this is supposed to go, and probably the most actually like mature way this goes, right? Nobody said anything below the belt, right? Like Eric Nicksick was critical of Sean Strickland's performance, but he was honest and he wasn't mean and he wasn't saying anything demeaning. He was just saying like, it was a lackluster performance. This is not necessarily what I want to see. If we're not fighting for championships, what are we fighting for? There's nothing out of bounds there, right? He's being just honest and critical. Now, some would say maybe he should have been more reserved. I personally don't feel that way, but I imagine there are some that do. Maybe Sean Strickland feels that way. I'm not sure necessarily. He didn't really go into how he specifically felt about it, but nobody went below the belt. And they went, hey, let's part ways and be friends. I feel like that's a correct outcome. Like that's a positive outcome. A positive outcome is, hey, we've talked about this, we're thinking about this, and like we're gonna go our separate ways and we're friends and it's all good.
Yeah, I think the thing that makes it a little bit more dramatic or people more involved in it and asking questions is that it's happening in a public space.
Sure, 100%.
Like, what I want to know is, did they have the conversation?
Yeah.
I guess we can't really answer that, because he opens up the video and he's like, you guys keep coming at me about this clip of him on a podcast talking about my performance. He'll always be my friend, but he's no longer going to be in my corner. did he hear this clip and be like, all right, he's done being in my corner, I want someone else to corner me? Or had they already had a previous conversation and it was sort of just like, yeah, man, I've seen the clip. We've talked about the same thing behind closed doors. We've decided it's best to go our separate ways. It's not that big of a deal. Or was it a direct reaction to hearing Nicksick, what he had to say to Helwani?
It's a great point, and you'd certainly feel better, right, if that conversation had happened behind closed doors and then happened in public. At the same time, and I said this when it happened on the show, I feel like Eric is the type who would say that to your face, say that public. Like he doesn't seem like the one who's hiding or mixing the messages, right? He's always kind of been honest. When you see him in the corner, he's pretty honest with his fighters, right? He's not doing like a rah-rah. He's telling you like, you're down. This is what I need from you. He's not the feel-goody type, like, you know, hunky-dory, yes-man type of dude. He's going to tell you what it is to your benefit and potentially to your detriment if your feelings can't handle it. Either way, ultimately, I do feel like this is a good outcome. This is a mature outcome for two men to say, okay, this is going this way. I feel like it's not going the way we both hope. Let's split. And so I hope that can be sort of a solace in it. I don't feel like it's very dramatic. I do feel like, to your point, the public aspect of it makes it dramatic, right? It playing out in public.
The public aspect I don't love, and also I think there is more drama than we're saying, because Eric Nicksick has either deleted or paused or done something to his Instagram account where it's no longer available. I think he's receiving some sort of comment, some sort of vitriol from the Strickland fan base, whatever it may be. I think it's having some sort of effect on him.
Oh, absolutely. But is that from Strickland or is that from the fans of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it is from Strickland. I don't think there's much drama between them. My outside, but man, like Nicksick, he's an active dude on social media. Like he has the Versus Us podcast. Like he posts frequently, you know, gassing up his fighters, gassing up his family, doing everything like that. Like to just completely wipe away the IG account, like, is a pretty drastic move. Maybe it's until it all blows over. But either way, I think this is how this is supposed to go, right? I ultimately think this is how this is supposed to go. I hope everybody gets what they need out of it, and Strickland gets a different corner. They're friends. Nicksick coaches his other fighters, and everything is fine. Yeah, honestly, I am very curious to see like Sean Strickland with. I tried to keep a straight face. Sean Strickland with a new coach in his corner. Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, he mentioned it. Like, he's at Extreme Couture. They have other coaches. He mentioned like, guys that he specifically wants. Ray Sefo and everyone. Like, he wants to be coached by other people. It's not like Nicksick is the only one who can be in his corner. And so I think all will be fine ultimately. I think it would really show like a very big issue if he left Extreme Couture, period. Sure. But I almost think, and you mentioned like the public nature of it, if this happened behind closed doors and all of a sudden it was like Sean Strickland leaves Extreme Couture, everybody would be like, what the like they'd be like, Sean Strickland leaves Extreme Couture, or if it was just he's no longer going to be cornered by Eric Nicksick. Yeah, if all of a sudden that happened without this playing out in public, I feel like it'd actually be more shocking and people would be more diving into the drama of it. What really happened? What's going ultimately, like, I don't know how much there is. I think it's unfortunate. I hope Eric Nicksick didn't delete his social media because of what backlash he's receiving. I have a feeling maybe he did. I hope that's not the case, but I have to assume. I have to assume it's a direct consequence of it. But as I said, I think if we can remove ourselves from the like salacious kind of storyline and actually look at what's happening here, it's two people who had some sort of disagreement about what the motivation is moving forward and how they could collaborate together, feeling like they can't, splitting ways. It's a mature outcome, and I hope that there can be some maturity around it as well. Yeah, me too. We'll see what happens. I feel like, I know he had the belt just a couple of fights ago, but I feel like it would be good for Sean Strickland to get a change. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So a little bit of drama, a little bit of breakups to start our Valentine's theme show. We're also going to continue the Valentine theme, matchmaking. Yes. So what we're going to do. Obviously, UFC card this weekend, UFC Vegas 102, Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But there are 4 pay-per-views slated, 3/14, 15, 16, 17. We don't know where 16 is. We know where the other 3 are. No main events, no main events. Really, no like major fights announced for any of these. 3/14 is starting to come together a little bit, but we're still missing like those big pops, and a couple of them are just rumored. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give our main event, our co-main event, and our people's main event for those 4 pay-per-views: 3/14, 15, 16, and 17. And I feel like the easy one,
Start at the front.
Let's do it.
314, Miami, taking place in April. Your main event for the Miami show.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot here. Okay,
I can go if you want.
No, I'll go. I'm sweating here. No, I'm going to go with, see, my approach to this was like, try to make it realistic. Don't go too far outside the comfort zone. Go with what we think is going to really happen and then get a little flavor added. For me, the most obvious one here feels like Ilia Topuria versus Alexander Volkanovski.
100%.
It feels like it's the right time. They've both kind of like talked about it. And as you imagine, if Ariel Helwani starts talking about things like that, I pay attention to what he's saying. And so he said that fight makes sense for that event. To me, that should be the main event for Miami.
It makes sense. Islam came out recently and was just like, it's not time for Ilia to get a shot at 155 just yet, which I think is indicative of who's probably going to be next at 155, which I think is Charles. Ilia, I think it's time for him to get another fight. Volk has been hinting at it, like, you owe me the rematch. Miami, they always do big shows there. Ilia is a massive star. I think this is the perfect main event for the Miami return.
Yeah, agreed. So we're on the same page.
We're on the same page there. Now we go to co-main event.
You go co-main, and then I'll respond to yours.
Co-main event. It is rumored. It has not been confirmed or anything like that, but Alexandre Pantoja going up against Kai Kara France. We want the Demetrius Johnson fight. We're not going to get the Demetrius Johnson fight. He's not coming back. Alexandre Pantoja continues to stay ready. I believe he's 35 now.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a young dude, but he wants to get in as many fights as possible. Kai Kara France, I feel like, makes sense. Again, I think Pantoja will play well in Miami. You get 2 title fights on this card for the return to the 305. Alexandre Pantoja, Kai Kara France, co-main event.
Trains in Florida, so makes sense. Yeah, I have the same one.
All right, this is where it starts getting fun. People's main event,
Yes.
UFC 314.
For me, Paddy Pimblett
Okay.
versus Renato Moicano.
Renato Moicano, I love that.
It's time.
I
It's
love
time.
that. In
It's time.
Miami, too?
In Miami.
I like that a lot.
I feel like that one will really
Moicano, like, yeah, he got beat, but like he didn't take a ton of damage
he
against
can
Islam.
fight. And also, if it's a Paddy Pimblett opportunity, I feel like he'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
I know Moicano on his podcast said that he believes that Paddy is booked for that date and against somebody else. I'm hoping maybe that's not the plan. We haven't heard that is, like, again, this is just Moicano kind of saying that. Maybe he's been asking about that fight and angling for it. Give me Paddy, give me Moicano. That feels like a people's main event.
I mean, to say the least, right now, Renato Moicano sitting at 10, Paddy sitting at 12. I feel like that's perfect. I actually have Paddy slotted a little bit later, but we can get into that. My people's main event?
Yeah. Tell me.
Carlos Praches.
Oh, boy.
I'm getting real crazy here. Mr. 305 himself. Colby Covington.
Colby?
Carlos Praches versus Colby Covington. And you can say whatever you want. He's not going to be ready. You know, he just took the L to Joaquin Buckley back in December. He was beat up pretty bad. Carlos Praches, Colby Covington. Fights in Miami. People's main event.
Is this before or after Colby transitions to WWE, which he recently kind of talked about?
This is right before, and then he loses this one, and then it's time to go to WWE. If you say no to Colby, it's rumored Gilbert Burns, Michael Morales.
Oh.
You break that up and you give Praches to Burns.
Boy, I would love to see that guy back.
Or you just throw a wrecking ball into the welterweight division. You get your new star, Carlos Praches versus Michael Morales.
What? Oh, Jesus. No, don't do that. I hate that one. What was his injury? Is he going to be ready by then? Do we feel it? Carlos. Wasn't he hurt?
I can't remember if he got hurt.
I think he was hurt, and I think that's why, because I believe they had like a big plan for him in December, but then he got hurt. If he can recover by then, I think that'd be great, and especially an opportunity against a guy like Colby, that would really like put him to that next level.
It was really slated around it being in Miami.
Yeah. Of course.
You get Colby Covington on there. Like, the star power has dropped for sure. He's taken some L's. He's out of the title picture. So you could slot him in against someone in like a people's main event fight. And who better than Carlos Praches?
I mean, if either one of those is added to the top 2 that we agreed on, that's a hell of a card.
Okay, so it feels like 314, like those will likely happen.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we seem
nothing
like
confirmed.
Yeah.
We feel like those are 2 good title fights to have in Miami. Now, 315, 316, 317.
These are a little hazy.
We essentially got nothing.
Yeah.
We essentially got nothing. We got a couple ideas. 315, Montreal, your main event.
Bilal versus Shavkat.
All right, I have the same one. So it's not that hazy. Bilal,
The
eye
eyes.
emoji over the Montreal. Feels like the timing matches up.
They're both kind of talking about it. And again, when Ariel Helwani talks about things, I also pay attention to that as well. And he seems to think that would be a main event. And who better than him to choose a main event for Montreal, you know? Bilal versus Shavkat. It just makes it's time. It advances that division. Bilal comes back, and now we see the fight that we were supposed to get.
Okay, I love it. In Montreal, GSP returns against Bilal. Goes for the belt. I'm just kidding.
Well, Bilal thinks he's already up there with GSP. He's continued to put out at press conferences quotes about how he's already passing GSP's legacy.
They're the rankings you can see. I think Shavkat's pretty obvious next for the title. Co-main event.
Wait, Leon Edwards is ahead of Shavkat?
Yeah, but does it really matter? Someone's ahead of someone's ahead of Hamzat right now in the middleweight.
Yeah, okay.
It is what it is. Co-main event.
Should I go or you go?
Women's 135. Kayla Harrison, Juliana Pena.
I have the same one.
Wow.
I have the same one.
All right.
We're aligned.
Sign me up for that.
We're like this.
Okay, give me your people's main event.
Okay, the way I did this was I just opened up the rankings and I was like, what can I get that's not going to be necessarily a fight night headliner, but could be in the right circumstances, but feels like a good one to slot in there.
Yeah.
Corey Sandhagen.
Okay. This is where I start to get a little bit wacky.
Davis and Figueiredo.
Whoa, I like that a lot.
I feel like Corey wanted another go at Umar, but Corey and Davison I feel like could be a perfect
I should have forced Pantoja versus Figgy into my co-main at 314.
Look, I'd rather see that, but I don't think he's going down. Figgy, that is. That could perfectly be a fight night headliner, but I also feel like it might be one of those where you go, the small guys we don't know necessarily. Let's slot it into a really, really good headline slot. I also feel like, of these main events, Bilal versus Shavkat might be my least sexy one that I have on my list, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely a great one. I think it's a fantastic fight, but it's my least oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. It also was already booked, you know what I mean? So I think it needs a little extra, and I think you put that Kayla Harrison versus Juliana Pena fight as the co-main event, that ups the card, and then you put something like a Corey versus a Davison where it's those guys are going to throw down, that I think elevates it. So what was yours?
My people's main event for UFC 315 in Montreal, you got to show some respect to the Canadian fighters, and the highest ranked Canadian fighter right now, if I'm not mistaken, Jasmine Jasudavicius, going against
Jasudavicius.
Rose Namajunas.
Oh, that's big. I like
name
that.
Value, number 6 in the rankings. She's number 10. This is another step up in competition, another step up in the rankings. This could catapult her near that top 5. And then you're one fight away from fighting for the title as Jasmine.
I like that. I like that a lot. I feel like, honestly, could that headline a fight night as well? I feel like that's the balance, right? You kind of have to look at these as
it could definitely.
It could headline a fight night, but maybe it ends up in a really nice spot on a pay-per-view. I feel like that could headline a fight night, so that's a good one.
That has headline of Apex 107 written all over it.
Yeah, but maybe we put that for a local crowd.
I mean, I wish they would. Co-main of a UFC St. Louis or something.
Oh, yeah. Or
UFC Nova Scotia. They're
there you
need
go.
a main event.
There you go. I like those. Those are good. I feel like we're very aligned right now. Is this where it's going to get
now
weird?
Is where it gets really wacky. Okay. UFC 316, we don't know where it is. It will take place in early June. I'm guessing June 7th because we know that UFC 317 is on the last Saturday of June. That's International Fight Week. 315 in Montreal, early May. Feels like June 7th would be the perfect date for UFC 316. I'm going to say, because not only are we matchmaking the fights, you know what? Let's start from the bottom up on this one.
Okay.
People's main event, light heavyweight division, Yuri Prochazka versus Khalil Roundtree. And now I know before you say it, bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Usually comes in threes, though. So.
It does. Frankie knows me.
The Jackman flu spreading around the office like wildfire.
Frankie knows my sneeze.
Before you say, Yuri was just he doesn't really see Khalil as a challenge. He came out with that quote. That's exactly why they're going to make it. That's bulletin board material for Roundtree. You get him mad. Yuri has a say, but he doesn't have that much of a say. That is an absolute banger of a fight. 0 chance it goes to a decision. Yuri Prochazka, Khalil Roundtree.
Would you believe me if I told you that I had the same thing?
You're shitting me. The same people's main event.
Yuri and Khalil.
Okay, there's no way we have the same last two. There's no way we have the same time. I can't believe we matched up on that.
We matched up on that
All
one.
right,
that would be a banger. Here's what I was weighing with that one. I almost pushed it back to 317, but I'm like, man, Khalil's been out for a while.
Yeah.
He really needs a fight. So, and Yuri had just fought. So either way, we're aligned on that one. That would be sick.
Okay, give me your co-main event.
Here's why that one's so important. It's because the other two, I feel like, are solid, but it needed a little extra, so that's great. Co-main, Valentina Shevchenko versus Menon Faro. That's my co-main.
Fuck. I have Valentina Shevchenko in my co-main event, but she's not fighting Manon Fiorot.
Who's she fighting?
Wiley Zhang. She's fighting Wiley Zhang.
Oh, that's a banger. Now, I thought about that, but I was like, in my head, I was like, what do I realistically think is going to happen?
That's what's going to happen. And you want to know where it's going to happen at?
Where?
It's going to happen in the Smoothie King Center down in New Orleans, Louisiana, because your main event
What do you got?
is going to be Dustin Diamond Poirier taking on Max Holloway for the third time.
Would you believe that I had Dustin versus Max BMF title on the line?
Yeah, I forgot he still has the BMF belt. Oh,
Dustin versus Max BMF title on the line.
I want to take it a step further. I called my good friends down at the Smoothie King Center in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana.
Who the fuck is we?
Dates open.
Oh,
Dates open. Nothing going on at the Smoothie King Center on June 7th.
Did you actually call the Smoothie King?
Nothing going on. Check the calendar. Call them up if you want. Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway 3. Wiley Zhang, Valentina Shevchenko as the co-main. Yuri Roundtree.
We were
the people's main event.
We were one fighter off from perfectly aligning because I had Manon.
If they made my card, that would be my most anticipated fight card maybe ever.
Here's why
I would be so excited for that.
Valentina versus Zhang Weili feels almost too like. I was thinking about this as like Dustin versus Max. I'd put it for the BMF belt, but it's not for a champion. It's not for like a true championship. Valentina versus Zhang would feel like that's
as big as it gets.
Champ versus champ. Underneath that feels a little bit like you're stepping up
you
after.
You can't put Dustin in the co-main in Louisiana.
No, so that's why I went. Ultimately, I feel like it would be like Manon gets her spot, and then maybe later in the year you do Valentina versus Zhang, but then you add the Yuri and Khalil on that, and it's like, yo, this card is sick.
I can't believe that we were that in lockstep. I thought there was going to be nothing similar about this one.
Oh man, I don't know. I was about to say I think we're gonna depart here, but maybe we're on the same.
No, I went so insane for International Fight Week. Let's do the same thing. Let's go reverse order. Last Saturday in June, International Fight Week, Las Vegas, People's Main Event.
I didn't go crazy here.
I went crazy. This will not happen. But
I did not go crazy.
I'm daring to dream right now.
I thought, what's gonna be realistic? Because I'm gonna load up the top. So what's gonna be a realistic but really good that people are gonna get excited about? Sean Strickland returns. This is Sean Strickland's back.
Nice.
But it's not Israel Adesanya as I had said that I want to see. Robert Whittaker. Sean Strickland, Robert Whittaker, big fight. Robert Whittaker talking about returning around this time, International Fight Week.
Both coming off a loss.
You got two huge fights above it. You slot Sean Strickland versus Robert Whittaker into the third slot. That's a good fight right there. That feels right for me.
I'm down for that. I like that. My People's Main Event.
Okay. You went crazy, you said.
He alluded to it on Instagram. He called him out. You had him earlier, Paddy Pimblett versus one Iron Mike Chandler.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I mean, could you imagine if they made that?
Could they do now that I think about it, could they do Chandler versus Pimblett at 314 in Miami?
I don't know. Michael Chandler took to Instagram and he did a story calling out Paddy for International Fight Week.
I've been kind of sleeping on the Chandler versus Paddy talk, actually.
Honestly, at this point, dude, Paddy's got to fight someone sick. That's the thing. The guys in front of him, Fiziev, Moicano, Dariush, Gamrot, Chandler, Hooker, and then you're getting into the top 5 after that. So, Hooker's booked as well. So, he has to fall in that Chandler, Gamrot, Dariush, Moicano, Fiziev fight.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one I want to see least out of that is the Dariush one and the Gamrot.
Well, actually, Dariush could be fun if they grapple. If they get on the ground, that could be fun.
But if you give them Fiziev, Moicano, or Chandler, that's a
banger. Damn.
That's a banger.
All right, could that be 314 or 317? I'd take that anywhere. Hell yeah.
I would take that anywhere.
All right, that's a great one.
I feel like whatever Paddy Pimblett's next fight is going to be the most I've been excited for a 100%. Paddy Pimblett fight.
Yeah. Even if it's Moicano, I think you're talking about a step up even from Moicano, right? You're talking about entering a real top. Even a Moicano to me feels like a very significant kind of benchmark fight for a Paddy Pimblett, and I feel like that's along the lines. But I'm totally down for a Chandler, Fiziev. Those make a lot of sense to me.
If you look at his UFC career, Luigi Vendramini, just nah. Rodrigo Vargas, nah. Jordan Levitt, nah. Jared Gordon, a questionable decision there, and Jared's not in the rankings or anything like that yet. Tony Ferguson, it's just big name, but obviously at the end of his career, and then Bobby King Green.
Yeah.
And that's a decent win, but it's time to see someone at the top of the most stacked division in the UFC.
Just lose the Bobby altogether. It's just King
Green. King Green. I apologize. You're right. I'm wrong. I'll take that one.
Frank is relentless with that. I appreciate that.
Hey, he's
King Green appreciates
King Green's
that.
favorite. All right. Co-main event.
Okay, I didn't go crazy here. Did you? How crazy? All right.
Co-main event, Islam Makhachev versus Charles
What?
Oliveira.
What are you talking about?
We're unloading the clip. We're bringing back
Co-main event.
We're bringing back International Fight
Are
Week.
you out of
baby.
your fucking
Make
mind?
International Fight Week great again. Co-main event. Two of the biggest stars you got on the roster: Islam Makhachev, Charles Oliveira.
Okay, so I don't want to give away your main event, but I have to know your main event because the only thing bigger than an Islam
You
fight
know what it is.
I
You
know what
it
your main
is.
event is.
I went way out on a limb, and I predicted it on our prediction show. My prediction had been going well. Zhang, female fighter of the year.
Yep.
Loke Dog, breakout fighter of the year. It's looking good so far. So I got to stand 10 toes down on my predictions.
Yeah. I think I know yours now based on that evidence
event.
and also Islam in a co-main tells me that somebody's got to be
John Jones, Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
John Jones, Tom Aspinall. Dana White is in the war room just off the pack. Like, just send it. Send the money. Sign it. Make International Fight
They
Week
put
great
their
again.
number one pay-per-view star in John Jones, or outside of Conor McGregor, they put like their biggest star, and then they're like, you know what? Just take Islam too as a co-main. Have it. I love your ambition. I don't think it will happen. I went a little bit more what I truly believe in my heart of hearts could be a great card. Co-main, Merab versus Sean O'Malley.
I like that.
Let's run that back.
I like that.
I feel like
That feels realistic.
the star power. Like, don't get me wrong. Merab versus Sean could headline another card, no problem. Pay-per-view, easy, no problem. But I do feel like it would be you'd really elevate the International Fight Week if you have that as a co-main.
For sure.
Main, I definitely thought about Islam versus Charles. I thought Islam versus Charles could easily be here. It could be a main event. If you do Islam Charles, Merab versus O'Malley, and Sean Strickland versus Robert Whittaker, that's a stacked International Fight Week. But I went a different direction just because it's what I want and what I want to see. And I also feel like it would be the most like holy fuck of these.
Oh shit.
Hamzat Chimaev, Dricus Duplessis, International Fight Week, Hamzat on U.S. soil.
Wow, that's a card and a half right there.
Hamzat Dricus, Merab, Sean O'Malley, Strickland, Whittaker. That's it.
I love it.
And then I feel like Islam will be ready to come back by then, but you just push him to July. Whatever July is, you put him in July.
Yeah.
Or you swap those. If Dricus and Hamzat can happen in July, you do that, and you do Islam Charles International Fight Week. Man, I respect your optimism about John and Tom, but I don't think so.
Honestly, upgrade a realistic one is take out John and Tom, upgrade Islam Charles to main event, make Chandler Patty the co-main, and then you add in like another like banger like that, like Strickland versus Whittaker.
Or you move that Yuri Khalil that we came up with, you do that in Vegas, you could do that.
There's a lot of good fights to be made, man. There's a lot of good
We were
fights
pretty
to be made.
aligned.
I know, more aligned than I expected to be.
Yeah.
Still, John Jones, Tom Aspinall doesn't happen in 2020.
No,
It's
not happening.
No, not happening, period, ever.
I'm not saying it's not happening, period, ever, but I'm not. As I said, as soon as the John Jones versus Stipe fight was over, I said we're going to know relatively soon whether this fight is going to happen or not, because the longer this goes silent, the less hope that there is that this fight is going to happen. And PT Carroll wrote a great article for uncrown.com about this, but just like a Conor McGregor fight, the less you hear, the worse, right? If it's like, we don't know. Conor McGregor, when we're ready to have that conversation, he'll be back. You know that fight's not happening for 9 months from then. Same thing with this fight. If there was even a hint of a conversation, Dana White would be like, "Oh, we're having talks now." Like he'd be excited to talk about this. He's just not talking about this anymore because it's not happening.
Do we have the quote card? I think the what was it that Dana said? He said
guaranteed.
I'll say 100% on the possibility of Jones versus Aspinall.
Let's look at the attribution though.
That's actually
in December.
That's actually where you lose the word possibility. I'll say 100%. That is Dana White on making Jones versus Aspinall. 100%?
In December.
Oh, my God.
This is the problem. We're now in February.
Can you imagine if we actually get that image right there? Oh, my
God. God bless.
Good grief. With Islam and Charles in the co-main, business is booming, baby.
Islam Makhachev co-main event would be insane.
Realistically, though, DDP versus Hamzat in Vegas gets my heart pounding.
International Fight Week.
Heart pounding.
It's either going to be
us touching down in old LV. It's 110 out, and you see a giant promo for Hamzat versus DDP. Gets the heart pumping.
I thought of it this way, right? Like Hamzat is not a long reigning champion. Like, I'll say it like this.
I mean, it's not a champion, period.
But what I mean is like Ilya Taporia, right?
Yeah.
He's thought of as more of like, oh my God, this guy's the future. He could be the star.
Yeah.
But this one has the most like holy fuck factor upside. If Hamzat takes out DDP, it's like a rocket ship launches. If DDP takes out Hamzat, look at the resume that guy's putting together. He might become number one.
Whoever wins that fight, if that fight ends in a finish, which I really think it would, just because of the chaotic nature of both of those guys and the finishing ability of both. If that fight ends in a finish, strap the rocket ship to either of them.
Yeah.
Because if it's Hamzat, then it's just like, he was the prince that was promised. Look at him. He's undefeated. Who's ever going to beat him? He's unstoppable. If it's DDP, it's just like, you have to stop doubting this guy.
Yeah.
You can never doubt this dude again. He's beating everyone. He's putting together one of the best resumes we've seen at middleweight.
If he takes out Hamzat, the talk of DDP versus Alex Pereira is going to start instantaneously. It's already starting, but it's going to start instantaneously.
Makes my head spin.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Hamzat gets the belt, I think Alex Pereira versus Hamzat would immediately start.
So,
which is the last fight we need Alex Pereira to take.
If you know, political powers that be can assist with Hamzat getting into old Las Vegas to make this happen, that'd be something special.
The wolf out in the desert.
It'd be sick. It'd be sick.
I think that's the one I want. Right there.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
And then you get like a little tasty appetizer, Marab versus Sean.
Like, we have to go into T-Mobile.
Oh hell yeah!
To see if it happened. To see if it all comes through. Like,
watch party from the seats.
Yeah,
just like on the phone.
Just be streaming on Zoom. Frankie, you're doing the watch party if we do it that night. All right, sounds like an agreement to me.
Good job, Frank.
Frank,
say it one more time.
Okay, sick. Thanks for listening.
We have to cook back here from time to time.
I know how the cooking goes. You sit there and watch the stove and see if anything burns.
How tasty do you think that fever tree actually is? He's like, well, I don't know. Maybe we should try one.
I don't
mosey on over to your desk.
I don't know what fever tree is, man. I only drink the sea, baby. Celsius. That's how I get my energy.
Look at you.
Look at you. Shout out. Frank, your most anticipated fight. What if you could put one fight on the next 4 pay-per-views, what would it be?
I mean, honestly, I just want to see Jones and Aspinall.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
It's a good answer.
All right, so we did a little matchmaking there, having a little fun. Will it actually come to fruition? I'm curious to see if any of these fights, I'm going to keep this list, if any of these fights get made on any of these cards.
Yeah.
Because if they do, y'all are never going to hear the end of it. I'm going to be like, dude, I'm in Sean Shelby's brain. I'm in McMahon's brain.
I feel like
Campbell, call me up, man. I'll just start doing the matchmaking.
The fun ones are if 316 and 317 match. If 314 and 15 match, I'll be like, all right,
You know a sneaky people's main event that I thought of slipping on one of these?
Which one?
Oleksandr Taporia, my guy. Marcus McGee.
Yeah, that's a banger.
A nice sneaky one, like 4 fights down on the main card, and people are like, "Oh, you're sleeping on
this." No, that's an opener. You do that as the opener.
Yeah.
You set the table.
Yeah, I want to see Marcus McGee in a sick fight, and I'd like to see Taporia start booming up there.
Yep.
All right, so we did a little matchmaking. Someone else doing a little matchmaking.
Who's that?
Oleksandr Usyk.
Okay.
Heavyweight champion of the world. I believe we have the video. He had this to say about a potential opponent before he retires.
I think we got a quote card. What do we
have? We have a quote card that says this. Maybe a show. Fight with Alex Pereira. Maybe. Why not? Well, why not is because what sport would you do it in? Are you doing it in MMA? You doing it in boxing? You going to meet in the middle, do a little kickboxing?
I also like that he called it a show fight. Yeah. It's just like he's like, there's the full context of that in the video. For TNT Sports, he says the next fight, he says he has 2 fights left. The next fight, the winner on no, did he say the February 22nd winner? Yeah, no, he said Dubois. He said Dubois Parker winner. That's the next fight for him. And then he said after that, show fight with Alex Pereira. Why not?
That's the way to end it.
That'd be sick. Now, there's no way Alex Pereira would be able to box, and so I don't see how that happens. But if you're Usyk and you can figure out the way that contract works, and you can do some kind of maybe joint promotion thing, I don't know if it's impossible. I mean, we heard Dana White talking and Tyson Fury talking about like, oh, I'll fight John Jones. Like, maybe there is a way to do an Usyk versus Alex Pereira thing. I think it would have to be on the UFC's terms. That's the issue. But I can't say I'm not compelled by the idea of Alex Pereira and Oleksandr Usyk sharing a ring. Like the Francis Ngannou Tyson Fury thing completely reshaped my mind in terms of like, I know that an MMA fighter is not going to be as good as the best boxers of all time. I just know that, like in my heart of hearts, like in a boxing ring. But when you have the nuclear power that a Francis Ngannou or an Alex Pereira has, like the game is kind of different. Like it's just, you can't overlook that. And so if in any, and by the way, it's not like Alex Pereira hasn't laced up some big gloves before, you know, like the dude was
You've seen him sparring with Zhang.
Well, he's sparred with Big Bang, but he's also a 2-weight world champion in kickboxing. Like it's not like the dude is coming from being a wrestler into the space. The dude is a high level striker and a high level boxer in particular, but he also relies quite a bit on his kicks. He's not just primarily like a guy with the hands. Usyk is an all-time great, a different level. But that power is stupid, man. That power is stupid.
He puts the left hook.
If he puts that on him,
tall task. Usyk is so defensively sound. He's so good.
This is the time to get him, though. He's on the way out the door. If it's the last fight of his career, this is the time. There's no other time. You get one shot.
I do love that he just calls like, "I got winner." That's the next fight. Like no brainer. I'm gonna go undisputed again. I believe that would make it go undisputed again. Go undisputed, and then we'll finish it off with a little Alex Pereira, and then I'll just ride off into the sunset. Because you imagine the build up to that? Just I am feel Shama. I am feel. They just go back to saying just their catchphrases in broken English.
Just catchphrase at each other. He's doing the kind of thing that Tyson Fury had conceived of, right? Tyson Fury was the one who was like, "We'll do the mixed rules. I'll fight Francis Ngannou." It ended up just being Francis comes to boxing and fights Tyson Fury. Usyk might be the one to actually kind of like pull it off. Usyk might be the one who's like, I cleared out every heavyweight of my era. I did cruiserweight thing and became an all-time great. Like, now let me fight one of the top MMA guys and test myself in that regard. Also, it should be noted that like Usyk has trained martial arts disciplines other than boxing before. Like he is not coming into this with complete lack of awareness and knowledge of what Alex Pereira can do and who Alex Pereira is. So
imagine Usyk did a one-off fight in MMA.
There's no way. There's no way. If he did that, the ball, like Usyk, his pants wouldn't be able to contain his nuts at that point. Like if the dude walked into an MMA cage with Alex Pereira,
imagine if he won. Imagine if he won. No, but that would be really fun. I mean, that it's just crazy going from like this dude Usyk wasn't even at 3.5 years ago. Alex Pereira was fighting Andreas Michailidis, and like Usyk was just getting started in the heavyweight division.
Yeah,
and now it's just like
two megastars,
megastars, maybe doing a show fight. Like that would be incredible. I really do want to see Parker Usyk though. And maybe one last trip down the cruiserweight. Can he get the weight off?
By the way, I don't mind. I think he's done with that. I don't mind Dubois Usyk either. Like that one. I don't think it was controversial, but there's a lot of people who felt it was controversial.
Running back.
I'd be okay with that. I think Dubois is great. I'm fine with that. But I do feel like what's the next one after that? I almost feel like he doesn't need to take that fight with the winner of that fight, but he will because he's a gangster. The one after that is like up for grabs. It's a whatever is available, and if you can figure out a way to do something like an Alex, I mean, God, if he actually stepped into a cage with Alex Pereira,
it would be the craziest thing ever.
It'd be nuts. It'd be legit nuts. It would rival Francis Ngannou walking into a boxing ring and dropping Tyson Fury. Like it would be that level of crazy, and so. I'm down for it. Usyk's a gangster, man.
Gangster.
Like he's the like quintessential like
love him.
Humble, quiet, true like killer type dude.
It's just like even the words, the pairing just sounds crazy.
Yeah, show fight. Let's put on a show fight.
And Alex Pereira, I think, would be down for it if they could somehow make it.
Alex Pereira would be down for it. He said like Alex wants it too. Oh yeah, Alex definitely wants it.
Insane. All right, let's go to this weekend.
Yes.
UFC Vegas 102. We're back in the desert. We're back at the warehouse. Apex, Jared Cannonier, Gregory Rodriguez, main event, and I just have to say 4 o'clock Eastern start. I mean, that's back to our Apex ways. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely beautiful. This main event, I think it's fun. Anytime Gregory Rodriguez, anytime RoboCop steps in there.
I'm a RoboCop guy.
Like it's gonna be exciting. Win, lose, or draw, he's gonna make it exciting. And this feels like the opportunity for him to truly step into the limelight, the spotlight of the middleweight division. He's currently unranked, but he's won 3 straight, and now he's getting number 7, Jared Cannonier. He's a big favorite. He's like minus 230 or something like this. If he can come in here and finish Jared Cannonier, spring himself into the top 10 in the middleweight, he's absolutely got some big fights ahead of him.
What do you make of that line?
I don't know, man.
That feels steep for...
Cannonier has literally fought the best of the best, dude. This is not Dennis Tululin. Like, this is Jared Cannonier. I know he's had a rough stretch as of lately, but, like, This is definitely a step up in competition for Gregory Rodriguez.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I feel like that's a steep price to pay, but at the same time, like as you said, like it's and Cannonier is 40 years old. So
God damn. For some reason, I thought he was like 37.
It's because he was later. He was later in the game. He didn't even become a middleweight for a long time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden kind of like started getting into big fights. Maybe this is the downside, but it does feel like a steep price to pay for RoboCop.
Also, let's just all right. Gregory Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Last 5 fights that he has fought. Beat Christian Leroy Duncan.
Yep.
Beat Brad Tavares.
Yep.
Beat Dennis Tululin. Got knocked out by Bruno Ferreira. Beat Chidi.
Yep.
On Cannonier's side, Caio Bajalio, he lost by decision. Nasruddin Imavov, he got knocked out in the 4th round.
Two guys that are about to fight for titles at some point.
Yeah, they should have a number 1 contender fight soon. Marvin Vettori fought for a title. Sean Strickland was the champion, who he beat by split decision, and Israel Adesanya, which he fought for the belt. Like
cream of the crop.
The level of competition between these guys is insane. 40 years old though, obviously on his way out the door, probably is never going to be in the title picture again. And RoboCop, you know, I guess it all depends, dude. Sometimes he just engages and just gets caught. Like the Bruno Ferreira fight, he always just like...
Oh, he throws.
Gets cut bad. He's tough as nails. But Jared Cannonier, dude, he's got power too.
He's got power and he's tough. To me, the sign that makes me lean toward RoboCop is Caio really like didn't grapple with him. He outstruck Jared Cannonier.
That's a good point.
And so... I thought the path to victory in that fight was Caio's going to take him down. Caio's going to control him. Caio might sub him. Caio boxed him.
Yeah.
Caio threw leg kicks. Caio boxed and looked better on the feet than Cannonier did. The Cannonier that was putting up middleweight record-breaking numbers against, I think Strickland was the one that he broke that record in, where he put up the most significant strikes, got outstruck by primarily a grappler. Now, that's not kind of, you know, a complete picture or a fair picture because Caio, I think, is like becoming extremely well-rounded, but that is not his expertise. He is a grappler. He is one of the best grapplers. And so that makes me think that there's going to be opportunities for RoboCop. Like I feel like he can be in those exchanges and maybe his chin at 32 years old is holding up better than Cannonier's chin at 40 years old.
Also.
So that's what makes me lean that way.
Gregory Rodriguez only being 32 years old is also just like a mind bender. It feels like these should be flipped. It feels like RoboCop should be 40 and Cannonier should be 32. I mean, it's just insane.
But that's what gives me a little more faith in like the RoboCop side. But that does, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden it's like, nah, y'all must have forgot. Like, I'm not done.
Rodriguez is going to throw.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Cannonier is going to be forced to engage. And Rodriguez could take it to the ground as well. Like, he's pretty slick on the ground.
That's a good point.
But the more I think about it, and the more like I watched a couple of these fights back, like, especially Gregory Rodriguez, man, he has been in some bangers. There is a chance that this fight is sick.
Yeah.
And someone probably gets finished as well.
I agree with you. I think if it's RoboCop, he's going to finish him. I think if it's RoboCop, he's going to finish him.
And honestly, dude, where does he go from there if he beats Cannonier? I mean, like a Brazilian, a Paulo Costa fight, a winner of Vettori versus the lead say.
Vettori feels like a good step right there. That feels like the right fight.
Especially if Vettori gets by the lead say in just a couple weeks, Apex 103. Shout out. We'll obviously have a full breakdown and preview for that here. Co-main event, Calvin Kattar, Yusuf Zalal. Man, this feels similar to the main event in the fact that this feels like, all right, Yusuf, you've looked great. 3-0 since returning to the UFC. Here is your chance to take that step to move up into the rankings. Calvin Kattar, number 10. I know he's 1-4 in his last 5. He's obviously, been on a rough stretch, but like Yusuf Zalal, this would be his 4th win in less than 365 days since returning from the UFC. He's looked great, but man, you thought Gregory Rodriguez minus 230 was crazy. Yusuf Zalal minus 485 against Calvin Kattar. If they made this fight in, and I know it's not anymore, I know it's 3 years later, spring of 2022, after Kattar had beaten Chikadze and Yusuf Zalal was on a 3-fight losing streak, I literally think the number is completely flipped. I think it's like minus 500 Kattar.
I agree with you. Yeah, it would.
Just crazy how fast the sports moves.
It was a 3-fight skid. Ilya Topuria, Sungwoo Choi, Sean Woodson. Now, by the way, these are good. Like when you look back at it, you're like, actually, like
Woodson's on a nice run right now.
And then there was a majority draw to Moen Blackshear. But yeah, if they made that fight at that time, the line would be completely flipped. That's just what this sport is. Sometimes the young lion eats the old lion. I actually understand this line more than I do the main event, if I'm being honest. Like, Yusuf, like, the difference between that, the difference in how he looks between, like, Gregory Rodriguez, he's not even though he's on a run, he's not a markedly different fighter. He's kind of the same guy he was, which is like, I'm going to stand here, I'm tougher than you, and I'm going to bomb on you, and you're going to fall. That's his style. I'm going to hit you hard, and you're going to fall. You can hit me hard too, but I'm going to hit you harder. Yusuf Zalal is a different guy. Yusuf Zalal is a guy who's just like ragdolling people and subbing them. Like he's insane right now. Like the difference between that 2021, 2022 fighter and the guy that we see today is marked. Like,
okay, so like that's what I want to say about it. Go back to his first stint in the UFC. Yeah, he got a few wins. UFC 247, Jones Reyes against Austin Lingo, decision win. Beats Jordan Griffin by decision. Beats Peter Barrett by decision. Loses to Ilya Taporia by decision. Sungwoo Choi, decision. Sean Woodson, decision. Damon Blackshear, decision. 7 for 7. All 7 fights went to the decision in his first stint of the UFC. Then he goes to Sparta 93, Sparta 98. These
fought 3 things in one night.
Yeah,
did like boxing, kickboxing.
These random fight nights, and then it's just like, all right, time to head back to the UFC. Billy Quarantillo finishes him in the second round. Jarno Aarons finishes him in the first round. Jack Shore finishes him in the second round. Like,
right?
Yeah, and he just looks like this new beast, this new animal. If he steps in here against Calvin Kattar, a guy who, yes, he is on a tough skid, 1-4 in his last 5. If he comes in here and finishes Calvin Kattar, it's just like, yo, Yusuf Zalal, he's only 28. Like, he's got, 22 professional fights under his belt, but he's only 28 years old. Like, if he comes in here and finishes Calvin Kattar, man, it's like, dude, you've got a new guy in this division that's going to be tough to stop.
Who, by the way, in his last fight was, beaten by, but beaten by one of the elite grapplers in MMA in Aljamain Sterling, who did not finish him, right?
Yep.
Aljamain Sterling, who, the human backpack, who is known for, like, being able to get in those positions. It would mean something if Yusuf Zalal is able to do what he was not able, what Aljamain Sterling potentially was not able to, which is take him down and sub him.
Well, the craziest part is Calvin Kattar has been finished twice in his career.
Yeah.
The Arnold Allen knee injury, like, I can't really count that like as a true finish. Yes, it's a loss on his record, but like it wasn't like he got knocked out or he got submitted. And then the only other time was in his fourth professional fight. He got choked out in 2008, 17 years ago. So like the only legit finish on his record where he lost the fight is 17 years ago. If Yusuf Zalal can come in here and finish Calvin Kattar, dude, that will be a massive, massive statement.
As you said, this is Yusuf, the world is your oyster. If you can take advantage of this opportunity and come here and blow the doors off Calvin Kattar, you're a guy. You are a guy in this division now. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if he does. That dude is nasty right now.
Yusuf Zalal, Jermaine Sterling after that.
Yeah, that's fun. That'd be a fun little grappling match right there.
I'm down for it. And not for nothing, man. Go back and watch Yusuf Zalal's interview. I think in November, Ariel had him on the Ariel Helwani show. Great program. Shout out. He's got great personality, man. It wasn't the most viewed interview of all time, but like, dude, he's energetic. He's fun. Like, it is a great interview. He's got personality, man. If he can get on the mic, if he can finish Calvin Kattar, get on the mic and cut a sick promo, sky's the limit for the dude.
He's an infectious energy.
Oh,
is
for
Yusuf
sure.
Zalal. Like, his nickname is Tasmanian Devil, I believe, right? Or Moroccan Devil, right? What is he? Moroccan Devil. He's this like ball of energy and like smiley, but like he has this infectious thing to him. And you're right. Like, it's, if you have not experienced him, go back and watch that interview, because you really get a sense of a guy that like was in a shell or just like not comfortable with himself in that first UFC run, maybe putting a little too much pressure on himself. Now that he has like kind of accepted who he is, been more himself, and he admitted this, changed some things in the gym, he looks like, I don't know who's going to stop him.
Not only go back and watch the interview, go back and watch the 3 fights since returning to the UFC. I mean, it'll take you
5 minutes.
I was going to say, it'll take you all of 15 minutes and you can watch all 3 fights. It's just like, I'm very excited for it. These top 2 fights, I think not only are they going to be exciting, but I think they're going to have heavy implications in their respective divisions.
Yeah, I believe in Yusuf Zalal, big time.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Speaking of believing in someone, Edmund Shabazian taking on Dylan Budka. And man, 4 years ago, just 4 short years ago. I guess it's closer to 5 now, 2020. Edmund Shabazian, undefeated, going into a fight against Derek Brunson as a minus 400 favorite. Gets finished in that one, and now he is 2-5 since, taking on the mindless Hulk, Dylan Budka, who's 0-2 in the UFC on an Apex card.
Yeah, look, the story, it's not a secret. The story of the Edmund fight is, if you can survive a hellacious first round where he's probably going to look like a superstar, you can compete with him in the later rounds. Like that's
superstar.
Just, like he kills people in the first rounds. He just destroys people.
He looks incredible.
And then it kind of falls off a cliff. But it's fun to watch. Like at the end of the day, he's going to be a guy who's going to be on the roster because he brings it.
The golden boy.
And I wonder if he tried this approach where it's like, I'm going to be a little more reserved and not do it. If he even gets close to finishing, or maybe he's just like not as exciting a fighter. I don't know. Either way, I think he gets a rough go from the fans in terms of like, they're just like, he was supposed to be this prospect and he's kind of like, he's an exciting fighter. I'm going to watch no matter what, if it's an Edmund Shabazian fight. But yeah, if his opponent can make it through the first storm, which again is going to be hellacious because he's an absolute stud for the first 5 minutes, then they have a chance. But yeah,
it feels like a good moment for him to get back in.
I think this is a one to bounce back on.
Extreme Couture.
Yeah.
Eric Nicksick probably in the corner.
He will be in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, I think he said that when he was on the show. Edmund, I just want to extend it. If you want to come into the studio, we'll hop on the Aviron bike. We'll get that cardio right up, brother. We'll get that cardio right up, man.
Listen. Don't
those fighting words.
You've already got a date, not a date. You've already.
I'm not saying I'd go against Edmund. I'd say we work together.
You'll coach him.
No. I don't need to do that to Edmund. Okay? I don't need to do that to Edmund.
Let's just keep our eye on the prize on Sean Brady.
I just need a date. Did he have the kid yesterday? Is it today? He's supposed to have the kid today. Someone turn on post notifications for Sean Brady. We need that healthy 8 ounces.
Don't rush the process. The kid comes when the kid comes.
Kid comes when the kid comes.
The kid better come today.
No.
Frank, is that you? Are you like threatening Sean Brady?
I'll take all the time in the
saying
world.
Mrs. Brady can make it happen.
I'll take all the time in the world to keep the training going. I will take all the time in the world. A couple other fights of note on this one. Both the Bonfim brothers.
Bonfim, shout out.
Ishmael going against Nazim Sadikov and Gabriel going against Chaos Williams. I mean, both of those.
Those are sick.
I was going to say both of those just feel like fights that are going to be incredible to watch and they're going to be super duper violent.
However long they last, those are going to be great. Yeah, I'm into those.
I feel like super duper and violent don't go together. I just said that. Super duper violent. I just feel like it's just,
no, I like that. Super duper violent.
Super duper violent feels like a kid maybe describing. I can't wait for that one. Adolfo Vieira, Andre Petrosky.
That should be fun.
Could get some sick grappling there.
The grappling could be fun
could get
there.
Some sick grappling.
I will say, like, there's MMA grappling and then there's Adolfo Vieira grappling. Yeah. So like, if it gets to grappling, it could be sick, but I don't know how long it goes because that dude's level is here, like in terms of being top of the food chain. I actually think Petrosky would be better to just like keep it standing and try and like beat him on the feet and not do the grappling. But grappling could be fun too. But yeah, Adolfo's the levels there is different in terms of the grappling.
Yeah, it's insane, but I think that one's gonna be fun. Flash Gordon, Jared Gordon,
shout out
our guy. He's actually
New York's
getting
own.
A short notice Ruzabayev brother, the brother of Nurlston, coming in. Mashrabjan Ruzabayev making his UFC debut. We'll see. We'll see how he is. Jared Gordon, big favorite.
There's just like a lot of like interesting kind of names, new faces, ranked. Like this is good stuff. I'm enjoying this one.
Sleeper Angela Hill, 27th UFC fight, most all time for women.
Crazy.
Has also landed the most significant strikes in women's history.
Nuts. I mean, perfect opportunity for her to again kind of like have a showcase, put on a great performance.
Have fun.
30th UFC fight,
make some money.
UFC fight. Just keep going.
Fighting.
Yeah.
She actually came on the broadcast when Chris Weidman retired, and she was just like, "How's it feel? Like I'm dreading this day. I'm dreading the day that I have to do this."
I don't feel like it's anytime soon. Like, look, this is the story of Angela Hill. Even in like she just lost to Tabitha Ricci, but like even in losses, like. It's like, okay, then she bounces back and has a great performance. Like
she's 12 and 14 in her UFC career. It's the wins and losses don't really matter.
That's
that
it.
Much.
The wins and losses don't matter.
Puts out high volume, tries to be entertaining,
putting up numbers, tries to put on a show, and that's it.
One last one, Walter Walker in a heavyweight showdown, a heavyweight clash with Don'Tale Mays.
Big time clash.
When Walter Walker's in there, I mean, I'm watching. Everyone is watching. One thing that I did see, I think this was courtesy of MMA Fighting. Walter Walker, when he fought Tafa at 305, Justin Tafa, or Junior Tafa, when he fought Junior Tafa at 305, he slapped him, and then like the Tafa crew.
Oh yeah, there was a little beef. Yeah,
they came after him. He had to move hotels, then he had to leave Australia a day early. The UFC was like, you got to get out of here. The Tafa Mafia was all over him, man. You don't mess with the Tafa brothers.
You don't mess with the Tafa brothers.
I mean, you win the fight and like then everything like that, but you don't go beyond that. You don't mess with them like that.
Oh, I mean, I guess you don't mess with the Walker brothers either, you know?
Yeah, Walter Walker. Shout out. Johnny Walker?
Yeah.
I always forget that, dude.
Yeah.
They don't look anything like. I always forget that, man. Oh, man. Shout out.
Yeah, they really, by the way, they really don't look anything alike.
It's like, I always am just like, who's he related to again? Also, like, if you're going to name him Walter, you might as well just name him Walker. Walker. I feel like that would have been better.
What about Walter
Walter
Walker?
Walker.
Walker. Walter Walker.
I just said Walker Walter. Walter Walker. That's Walter Walker. Could have been a good one.
But what about Walter Walker?
Walter Walker.
WW.
Yeah, Walter Walker is what it should have been.
Walter
Walter Walker.
Hey, real quick, just
hey, what's up, man?
Reminding the chat to get your super chats in because there will be some Q&A at the end of the show.
Yeah,
Thank you, Frankie.
Everybody can't wait. Yeah, shout out to Walter Walker. Yeah, don't mess with the Walker brothers. I mean, Johnny needs to move up to heavyweight, and then we need to have a 2-on-2.
And
the first ever 2-on-2 in UFC history.
I mean, I'd be down.
4 men in the cage, 1 comes out. 5 men, including Mark Goddard, Frankie.
Mark Good.
All right. That's UFC Vegas 102. We did
Love it.
We made it. We got through it. Nice clean hour.
Is it better? Is it better than the pay-per-view?
Frank, is UFC Vegas 102 better than UFC 312?
I mean, that 312 was pretty ass.
I think from a fight perspective, it might be. Like
mean,
not in terms of name value. I'm not taking the names away. I think there could be more exciting fights.
Yeah, I think so too. All right.
2 title fights in 25 minutes.
Enough shitting on 312.
No, shout out 312. All right, let's do the Parlay Pals. Pizzi, we're giving him one more chance. If he's the one that cost us this time, then I think we officially have to put him in timeout.
So was he the one that cost us this week as well?
The last 2 weeks, me, you, and Frank have gone 3 for 3. Pizzi has been the man that cost us.
Yeah, don't love that. Don't love that, Pizzi.
The man that cost us each week. But I do have his pick.
Shape up.
He is going with the one, the only, Adolfo Vieira.
Okay.
Black belt hunter. Black belt killer?
I think he's black belt hunter.
Black belt hunter. Black belt killer?
I think he's hunter.
Black belt hunter.
Yeah.
Yep, officially. Black belt hunter. That is Pizzi's pick. Frank, let me throw the rest of us into the randomizer. Bang. I'm going first this time. Rick will go second. Frankie.
Nice.
We'll go third. All right.
What do we got?
First one. I'm always waiting for the music to hit.
Oh yeah, the music, huh?
I'm always waiting for the music to come in. You know, if we could just get some music, maybe an open, maybe like a
No, that's not.
Nah.
No, that's not the one. That's not the one. It's not time for
We
other.
could just get the music, maybe like an intro.
And that reverb thing at the end there does really like go.
Maybe a little
It's called
outro.
sustain.
It's called
like
what?
that.
Sorry.
Sustain.
Sustain.
Sustainability of the music.
Sustain.
Either way, I am going with Ishmael Bonfim. In my opinion, the better Bonfim brother.
Oh wow. Guess what? I'm going with Gabriel Bonfim.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gabe Bonfim.
All right. So Adolfo Vieira, Gabriel Bonfim, Ishmael Bonfim. That's 3 in the barrel, 3 in the chamber. What
We
do you
need the
got?
Bonfim boys.
Jared Gordon.
Nice.
Oh, Flash. Wow. No faith in Ruzabayev brother coming up.
No.
Yeah.
that easy.
right. I
No.
love it. I
Black
love it.
Jr., get out of here.
All right. Okay. Wow. Look at Jordan with the quickness.
He's literally there's
You know what it
steam coming
was?
off
He
of
knew
him
the
right now.
Bonfims were going to be in it,
Yeah.
and he just pre-seeded
Adolfo
that.
Just copy
Vieira.
pasted Bonfim.
Gabriel Bonfim, Ishmael Bonfim. They actually do have the same odds. I'm seeing that right here as well.
Oh, wow.
Jared Gordon, minus 340. Plus 274. This feels like we need to bounce back, boys. 4-7. I'm pretty sure we were 4-2 at one point. That's 5 straight losses. We got to bounce back.
Who's we? Pizzi.
Yeah,
Needs
hit
to
it for
bounce
us,
back.
Frank.
Who the fuck is we?
You are on watch, Pizzi.
Pizzi Carroll, shape up.
Is it bad that I'm like sneaky kind of cheering against him if all of us go 3-0?
Just so we
for the
can
content,
roast
just
them.
so we can shit on him. All right, let's go to my picks real quick. I got 6 bets for UFC Vegas 102 this weekend. First up, Matthews, Delgado, under 2.5. I actually like the odds on this one a lot. Delgado, 8 of his 9 pro fights under 2.5. Matthews, 7 of his 9 under 2.5 as well. You're giving me a combined 18 fights, 15 of them gone under the 2.5. I like the odds on that at minus 140. Next up, we just talked about her, Angela Hill. I'm thinking vet lesson here. I am thinking vet lesson, more experience, fought the better brand of competition. You know, she doesn't have as much power, I understand that, but I think she'll be able to out-volume Souza, and I could even see her mixing in some takedowns. Angela Hill, coin flip fight, vet lesson. Lock it in. Last but not least, I just mentioned him. I think he's the better Bonfim brother. Ishmael Bonfim on the main card against Nazim Sadikov. I like this matchup for him. I think it's going to be a great fight, but ultimately, I think he gets it done, and I think he gets it done via finish. Couple parlays for you. The Bonfim Bros parlay. Gabriel and Ishmael. Half of the parlay pals right there. Pays out. Plus 127. Next up, Walter, Walker, Rafael, Istavam. I think both these matchups are great for these guys. I feel confident that they get it done on Apex 102. And then last but not least, a little co-main event. Prop parlay. Calvin Kattar versus Zalal. I'm going to take that one to go over 1.5. Despite Zalal getting all these finishes as of late, Calvin Kattar, like I just said, has not been truly finished since 2008. I think this one likely goes longer. Probably even goes to a decision as well. And then Cannonier RoboCop fight does not go to a decision. I think RoboCop is going to bring the fight to Cannonier. It's going to get crazy. And then both dudes have very, very high upside to get a finish. And those are the bets. UFC Apex 102. Trying to do the Australian thing where I list out each individual number. All right, those are the bets for Apex 102. One thing left to do. Pound for pound rankings.
Did we have other bets?
No.
NASCAR.
Yes. Oh, shit. I almost forgot. Damn. This was me and Jordan's idea, and I completely forgot.
This is the second time I've reminded you.
Why didn't you bring this up? Jordan? I look like a schmuck now. I look like an absolute NASCAR hating
your heart's
schmuck.
in it, man.
I'm literally looking up odds right now. So
if you don't know,
he's watching tape.
This weekend, the greatest race in American sports, Daytona 500. I'd actually argue for all you F1 lovers out there, it's the greatest race in the entire world.
Do we have like a bald eagle, like sound effect that we can play?
All the vehicles, Chevys, Toyotas, Fords, they all fall on Daytona Beach, Florida, one of the greatest cities, a true American treasure to battle it out on the super speedway known as the Daytona 500. So me and Jordan took some bets, and we each took 2 drivers, and then we're going to start a chat poll, and you guys have to decide who the manufacturer of the winner is. Jordan, who are your 2 drivers that you're taking?
I based my picks off of what food they represent. So my first bet, Denny Hamlin, plus 900 to win the race. Odds-on favorite.
Odds-on favorite. This is a loser. This is a loser. Stone cold loser.
I just searched Denny Hamlin, and I came up with this picture that hopefully our great TD, Sally, can throw up for us. Denny Hamlin, NASCAR driver, Domino's athlete.
No, there we go.
See if I see it. I don't see it. There it is. Wow, that's a good one. Denny Hamlin, NASCAR driver, Domino's athlete. Nice. Yeah, he definitely is. Who else are we going with?
What else do you do during a race other than eat and drink?
Where's his helmet, by the way? Is this good for optics?
All right, who's the second one?
All right, so the next one
is plus 900.
I took Bubba Wallace plus 2,000, and again based it off food because look at his fire suit and car here.
God, that car is sick.
With the French
that
fries
car is sick.
In the ketchup.
Look at the fries on the back of that thing.
All the way to the shoes. Kind of looks like a Ronald McDonald type shoe.
I'm gonna have to throw a little sprinkle on a little Bubba Wallace. What are the odds on Bubba Wallace?
Plus 2,000.
Plus 2,000. Wow. That's good. All right, my 2 guys. I'm going with Todd Gilliland plus 3,000. And then I just said 2 guys. I'm actually going with 3 guys because I got to take this, man. AJ Allmendinger, name of the year. How are you not going to bet on a man in the 16, AJ Allmendinger? Driving the Celsius Live Fit 16. Shout out to AJ Allmendinger. That's a car right there.
What a name, too.
And shout out to Celsius. Look at that thing. That thing just looks like it's fast. Shout out to AJ Allmendinger in the 16 Celsius Live Fit car of the year. And then last but not least, you mentioned the food. I had to do it. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. driving the Sunny D47, baby. Woo! All right.
Are we California or Florida Sunny D fans?
Florida.
Shout out.
I don't know the difference.
All right, yeah. So Ricky Stenhouse Jr., I think he's like plus 3,500. So those are my 3 bets. You just take a massive dart.
I love it.
You sit there all Sunday and you watch it. I know that's what the people come for, Daytona 500 predictions, but you got to get into it. And if I win, you're going to see me reckless, boys. I'll tell you that much. You're going to see me acting reckless.
I love how the southern part of GC comes out whenever NASCAR gets mentioned.
You ever been to a NASCAR race, Frankie?
I have, several.
Whew. I've been to Atlanta Motor Speedway, Bristol Speedway.
The whistle and the twang.
It's
the
great.
Whistle.
It's great. NASCAR's fun, man. You bring in a cooler, Busch Light, Coors Light, Bud Light, sit there all day
What is the plan? How are you watching it?
on my couch, cooler full of Busch Light, Coors Light, Bud Light. You sit there all day.
By the way, not to be that guy, but Tesla's like the most American automaker. They actually have the highest percentage of American.
Okay, well, speaking of automakers, is anyone good at putting up chat polls? Can we do it?
Jordan's been doing
poll?
it this entire time.
Oh, get in the chat poll right now because we're also going to do manufacturer. Who is the winning manufacturer? Our choice is Ford, Chevy, or Toyota. Did you say Tesla?
I mean, it's the most American
It's
car. Actually,
Elon
sorry.
bullshit Addy.
Yeah, they actually.
There's
built
nothing
them
more
here, put them
American than a
here.
Chevy.
Actually,
charge the
it's
car in
actually
the middle of the race.
There's
Like,
nothing
you
more-
got 2
yeah,
hours
right?
to charge your car.
Yeah. Oh shit! There's 3 laps to go. I forgot my charger. I'm gonna lose.
sustainability and all those things.
Have you ever been to Formula E?
Sustainability. The only sustainment I need is the sustain on the end of the on the nose stinger.
Is that
I'll
what
tell
it's
you
called?
that much.
Sustain, Frank?
Sustain.
Sustain. Okay.
Sustain.
I'm going Chevy. Ain't nothing like
no
a
joke
Chevy.
though, Rick. Have you been to like Formula E,
No,
where they have the electric like Formula One cars?
that sounds sick though because the.
It's funny that you say that it sounds sick. The problem is
You can't
there's,
hear
like,
it.
no sound.
Yeah, but
So
the speed off the line is probably insane because the acceleration is
That is-
sparked by
here's the other thing.
electric.
Like I don't know if you're a fan of Mario Kart or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's an app, and then you can actually vote to give your driver a speed boost.
Get
So,
the
like,
hell
you-
out of
you
here.
push
For
the
real?
button. Yeah, it's so there's like a participation from the.
All right, this is
crowd.
actually pretty cool.
Come on, Chevy. Why did we add
All right,
Toyota?
you got Chevy.
I'm not betting on Toyota. I'm only betting on between Chevy and Ford. Come on, Chevy. Come on, Chevy.
What's the current standings? Like, what are we at?
Ford, built Ford tough, 25%. Chevy, 38. Toyota, 38. Neck and neck. This is like a NASCAR
Jordan
race
put
right now.
Toyota on there. You're not even willing to take it.
I mean, we had a production meeting beforehand. I was just like, we'll just do Ford and Chevy.
You almost skipped this entire segment.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a fair point
that's a
by
good
Frank
point.
there.
That's a good point by
Oh,
you.
the production meeting.
I have it written in the rundown. DJ Serenity, we'll go ahead and show that one. I'll take Who the Fuck Cares for 500, Alex. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Nah, it's the Great American Race.
It's the Great American Race. I actually think that might be the Indy 500.
I just said that because I had heard it once, and I was like, yeah, that's what it is.
All right, pound for pound rankings. Best
Pound for pound matches made in heaven. Pound for pound.
in
matches
honor of
made.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Pound for pound rankings. Matches made in heaven. Now, this doesn't have to be fights against people. This
Nope.
doesn't have to be people going against each other. It could be duos. It could be combinations: peanut butter and jelly, macaroni and cheese.
I mean,
whatever
are you
may
giving
please.
away some right now? I mean,
Not mine. None of mine. Pound for pound rankings. Matches made in heaven. Frank, what's the order today?
You know,
man?
I'm going to start us off.
Okay.
Then
as
we'll
we,
go to Rick.
by the way,
Oh, okay.
last week, I mean, just like I'm still in awe. Like,
Yeah, that was great.
just
You got the combat touch there. I have a combat touch this week. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what you guys brought to the table.
no pressure. But last week was your best list. Let's hope that you maintain that.
Nothing's gonna top the walkout one. That one was fantastic.
The walkout one.
Yeah.
He's already forgotten. It's
The
fine.
outfits and
So
everything.
the order will
Oh
be
yeah, the
Frank,
outfits. You're right.
followed by Jackman, and then we'll have Burks in the caboose here. But just
Jordan's already shaking his head. I don't know what's going on.
Here we go.
right off rip here, number 5, match made in heaven. Dark chocolate, a little bit of sea salt.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I do
Theme
enjoy
I
that.
can
to
dig
my
it.
list.
I can
but
dig it.
yeah, just gotta have that sea salt, just a pinch.
Great on Valentine's Day too.
Yeah, solid.
Number 4, books and a quiet coffee shop.
Okay.
You would think after all the studying I
boring.
did in college that I would hate going to coffee shops to like study or focus, but I'm inseparable. It's just such a great thing that they do.
Yeah, a little
Number
boring.
3, nice rainy day. Let's put on some jazz music. Let's
Oh.
listen to it.
On a rainy day in jazz.
I can't really handle
Getting a
jazz
little boring.
outside of a
Little
rainy
boring.
day. You should try it sometime.
A little boring.
Number 2.
Shout out Sally making her camera debut. Shout out.
Shout out to the
So
girl.
Sally. I mean, she's been on there several times.
Shout out
today.
Sally.
Number 2, tahine and watermelon.
Okay, all right. I like that. We're spicing things up a little bit.
I actually was talking to Sally yesterday. She said she's never tried it. That upsets me. If any of you
Yeah,
listening
you didn't bring
have
it
not
today
tried
for her to try. Good friend
Is
you
that
are.
how that works? And then number 1, a movie with a great soundtrack. Now this one I'm actually going to deep dive a little bit. You got to have and I think like Connor would go immediately to like the score, which that's good. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
soundtrack. But I'm talking like when someone has taken the time to curate music that best represents the feeling of the film itself.
Right,
I'm
a
talking
soundtrack.
like The Crow, Fight Club,
Drive.
Drive, a shout out. See, there you go.
Interstellar.
I mean, do you have Requiem for a Dream without the Kronos Quartet? And do you have the Kronos Quartet without Requiem for a Dream? I leave you with that.
Those are the deep questions.
Frank, sometimes we just allow your list to exist and go, great list, Frank. It was tremendous last week. An example of that. Sometimes we need to dissect. I mean it's just what
I'm breaking
was
the
this?
fourth wall here.
What are you, an old man?
This was the
booking a quiet coffee
I'm
shop.
franking the fourth wall here.
Rainy day in jazz.
I feel like I want to see your guys' list, and then I have some comments. How about that?
Wow, is Frank going to critique our list
It's
as
just a very,
harshly
it's
as
just
we
a very
critique
just ho-hum list.
I'm also just
hey,
like
won't remember.
They
it
can't
by
all
the
be
time.
bangers,
Listen,
but I'm sure every single one on your list is going to be a banger. I'm
Okay,
Our
certain.
list
of it.
this week's pretty good.
here's the thing though.
Pretty good.
What I can appreciate, Frank set the bar so low
Yeah, I
on
like
that
that.
311 list. No.
Nothing will ever be worse.
Nothing
than
will
that
ever
one.
be worse.
Yeah,
So
I like
this
that.
bad list,
Amber
it will
is the
never be
color of
worse.
your energy.
All right, Rick. Let it rip.
All right, here we go. There's a theme for my list, as I always kind of try to set up. Like I try to have some kind of like rubric. I try to keep some consistency across them because I feel like that's important to guide. Because sometimes it can get too squirrely. You're too outside. You have to really like hone in on what is your core concept. My core concept for this list was they're great on their own. These two things, these people, things, whatever they are, fantastic on their own, but in concert, unstoppable.
Okay.
The amplification of greatness when they are together is off the charts. But they are also, if I only have one, I'm still super happy because they're so great.
Okay.
So great on their own.
The build up.
Now, number 5 is different than the other 4 because I tried to be very positive, but this one does have a negative ending. So you'll see in a second. Number 5, Jesus and Mero. Jesus and Mero, just 2 guys from the Bronx, 2 of New York's own, 2 of the funniest men that have ever.
What was
The fuck was
Oh,
that?
Made in Heaven. I like that. Matches Made in Heaven.
This has Jordan's DNA and fingerprints all
Keep
over
going,
it.
man. You were cooking.
On the
Let's
watch
hear it.
on the watch party last weekend, they were like, "Yo, hit the Yahoo button during the first knockout of the fight. Rick's gonna get so pissed." And I hit it, and it just no sold. It was like I never even. Hit
No, it's really when I'm like trying to make a point, and then this really bad sound effect comes in. That harp that has come in, and this angelic thing that the Jordan is very literal at times, and so I know that this was Jordan asking for the angelic sound because of the heaven aspect of it.
Look, Frank is the audio producer. He produces audio. I'm not involved.
He's passing the buck to Frank.
Shout out A2 Frank.
Jesus and Mero, hilarious comedians who developed their voices on X and just became. They started a show with Complex, then it went to Vice, it went to Showtime. If you are not aware of them, they are fantastic. Here's the sad part. They split up. They are a duo who split up. Now, I tried not to include any of the negativity, right? Because this is all about positivity. I talked about how I feel about Valentine's Day, expressing love. But truth be told, I had to have it on here because if they had not broke up, they would have been my number 1. I think these are 2 of the most talented and funny people on the planet. R.I.P. to Jesus and Mero, both doing their own projects separately. Mero having a podcast with Carmelo Anthony, like they're doing great things. But these 2 touched me in a way as a New Yorker that it just can't be matched. Love them dearly. Hope they reunite one day. Jesus and Mero. Number 4. You might know them as the Splash Brothers, but individually they are Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. That's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me every time we do that. Hopefully we don't do that for every single one on this.
Man. Come on.
Don't interrupt me with shitty sound effects and then tell me to get on with it. So no more of that.
Is that the pirate one?
Here we go. I need some water. You're getting me very agitated. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Here's what's so special about Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Why I think of them as a perfect match in a way that maybe like a Shaq and Kobe, Mike and Scotty from sports were not, right? First of all, they broke up, right? Shaq and Kobe, not a great ending. Scotty and Mike take digs at each other every single time they can. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Oh, if you could find a superstar that was completely selfless and willing to share the ball and play basketball the right way and doesn't care about his own opportunities, that'd be tremendous. And you find that superstar in Steph Curry. Oh, what if you could pair him with another guy who gives up the ball, doesn't care how many touches he gets, can just light the net on fire, two of the best shooters of all time, pair them together, the Splash Brothers, play the game the right way, tremendous pairing, selfless, never eat about the ego, and went on to be multiple-time champions and the best shooters in the game of basketball. Love the pairing of the two of them. Match made in heaven. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson drafted back-to-back. Incredible. Number 3, Key and Peele. Key and Peele.
It's a good one. I thought about that.
Don't do it. Don't do that anymore. Key and Peele, for my money, two of the funniest dudes ever. Like, just I used to love. Here's a confession. I was more of a Mad TV than an SNL guy.
Shocker.
And what does that mean?
It just means like, oh, I'm shocked.
Explain yourself.
Oh, I'm surprised by that.
Big Key and Peele guy from the jump when they were just doing skits on Mad TV. As we know, they went on to have an incredibly popular television series. I feel like they're just one of those like no skips, no misses types duos. Everything they do is hilarious. Then they go on to have. He has an incredible acting career, voice acting career as well. He's doing all kinds of sketches. Jordan Peele, one of like iconic American directors of our time, and just continuing to pump out stuff. Individually fantastic, together make magic. Funniest dudes on the planet. Number 2, I went the Frank direction here, not all the way in that direction, completely off the rails. Peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh, it's a great combo.
Don't do that anymore. Seriously though, no more. Peanut butter and chocolate. If you have peanut butter, I mean, who's happier than somebody that has peanut
milk
butter?
Chocolate, dark chocolate.
Milk chocolate, not dark chocolate. Do you have an objection?
No, man, that's what opinions are for. We can all have them.
Peanut butter, chocolate, the combination. I mean, we did the Halloween candy list, and Reese's was naturally on top. You do the chocolate and the peanut butter together. It's a match made in heaven. I know that the fake story that they've created is, the chocolate fell into the peanut butter and all this. However it happened, it's magical, and I thank you for the peanut butter and chocolate. And number 1, this is the dynamic duo. It is the iconic pairing. It is the only Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin.
Shout out.
If you think about pairings, if you refer to pairings, you will often allude to Batman and Robin. You'll say like they are the Batman and Robin because the Batman and Robin pairing is
the dynamic duo, right?
I said that, yes, the dynamic duo.
I'm just asking you for clarification.
The dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, the stoic defender of Gotham, serious, stern taskmaster in Batman, the more lighthearted but reliable Robin.
No joke, Sally just said this is an awful list.
Wow,
Sally.
Damn, Sally.
No. That's not what happened. Frank.
That's literally what she said.
Can we show the people Z so that Sally doesn't get thrown on the bus here?
Oh, she was reading it from someone else.
Wow,
My bad.
that's fucked up. That's messed up. Shout out to Helwani in the chat. Is that even him?
Yeah, but it's not him. There's no way, because he would know that this is the superior
Who would
list.
come with the EP like that? This actually, I'm glad that you've finished up. You and Frank both. Yeah, I gotta say this. I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah, well, because you're gonna do some anime bullshit, playing to some Gen Z. You're gonna do some.
I know my audience.
One piece, this and that. For the true ones out there, I mean, Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin.
All right, Batman and Robin, goated for sure.
Goated.
Didn't quite make my list. It came in at 6. Deuce and Marrow was 7 behind that. Number
Jesus
5.
and Marrow, come on.
Number 5. I'm going combat with this. Charles Oliveira, Charles du Bronx Oliveira, and Cutman Tate. The relationship that they have, the bond that they have. We can't show the video, but every time he walks up to him, daps him up. What's up, my man? Does a photo get better than that? Does a photo get better than that after a big win? That's love right there. This is a match made in heaven. Charles Oliveira and Cutman Tate. Shout out to these two. Number 5. Number 4. Poetan. Alex Pereira and his coaches.
Oh.
But specifically.
Nino, shout out.
No, curveball. Specifically. Glover Teixeira.
Oh,
the relationship that they have. Look at this. It's so wholesome. Him and Polino are like boys. Him and Polino are like business partners. Like, it's time to go to war. It's time to get shit done. Him and Glover is like, let's fuck around. Let's have some fun. We're both UFC champs. Look at him. The last one was Pereira with the belt. Now Glover with the belt. Does it just get more wholesome than this? I mean, it's so good. Could we run the video? Could we run the tape? It's just a montage. It's just a feel-good story of their history together. Look at this. The pranks. Oh, we got the spider filter. Oh, got him. Classic. Absolute classic. I mean, these are just two pals. Just budding around. Look at the reaction here from Glover on the win. Look at it. He's all hyped. There's Plino right there. Glover, get out of my way, Plino. I got to go hug Poatan. I'm going over. Shout out. I mean, that's true love. Look at them sparring each other, doing a little shadow boxing in the plane. I mean, this is just like, it feels like you just need this song like, "You're a man of something, I'm my best friend."
This feels like a warm hug. This is tremendous.
Look at this. Oh, this is absolute classic. This is gold.
I mean,
If you didn't see
Batman
it,
and Robin, am I right?
here's the get back for the spider prank. It's one of those warm towelettes that you get for your face. Glover Cherry forces him to eat it. Got his ass! Good shit, Poatan. Good shit. Oh, and then it's actually all love in the end. He hooks up his man, his coach, Glover Teixeira, with a friggin' Harley, with a bike. He said, "It's all yours, my man. It's all yours." Does it get any more wholesome than that? Does it get any better than
That's
that? Look
great.
He's bringing Glover to tears, baby. Bringing Glover to tears. You just don't get better than that. That's a great combination. And this is only my number 4.
Wow.
It's only
going to increase from here.
It's only going to increase from here. Number 3. I remain in the combat sports space. I remain specifically in the UFC. We go from light heavyweight up to heavyweight. Derek Lewis and Popeyes. An actual match made in heaven. He loves Popeyes chicken so much. He actually got a sponsorship from him. At one point, Popeyes ran a special, I think, at specific locations. If Derek Lewis won, then everyone was going to eat free Popeyes chicken from 2 to 4 p.m. the next day. I actually think we have the video, one Ariel Helwani asking Derek Lewis what his issue with Daniel Cormier is.
Oh, yeah.
Derek, what's your issue with Daniel? I want to know too.
He disrespected Popeye's chicken on a commercial a few years ago.
One of the all-time moments.
All time. He fakes the little dance afterward.
Do you know about the actual thing that DC did with the chicken,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen the video. Obviously, it's been memed a million times. Him dancing and
with the
eating
chicken,
and everything like that. I just love the sanctimony around Popeye's chicken for Derek Lewis. This is
You don't joke with the Popeyes.
Popeyes is also great. Great sandwich. Great biscuits in the morning if you're hungry.
This is great so
It's a
far.
fantastic one. Number 2, we stray away from combat just for a minute for one of my favorite duos of all time. Shrek and Donkey. Saved the princess, made it all the way to the castle, got all the way. Gen Z, this is millennial as it gets. This is my childhood right here. Look at that. I'm making waffles. It's a great quote from the movie if you didn't know it. Shrek 1, Shrek 2, Shrek 3, Shrek 4. Coming out with another one next year, I believe. I'll be seated. I will be in the theater. Shout out to Shrek and Donkey. And then my number 1.
Wait, before you do that, can I just ask, no Wallace and Gromit over Shrek and Donkey?
Wallace and Gromit is all-time Shrek. Just a step above.
No.
Okay.
Love
Batman
Wallace and Gromit, though.
Robin above all of that.
Yeah, no shit.
do
Fred.
love-
Why are you
Wallace
saying that
and Gromit.
sarcastically?
No,
Like
so
that's not the
Yeah. It falls
one of
right
the
in line
most
with
iconic
chocolate and sea salt.
Yeah.
Just behind a coffee shop and a good book, which is right by a rainy day and a jazz CD.
He said it all.
gotta
so I
bring
don't
it
have
next
to.
time.
Batman and Robin.
You got to bring it next time, Frankie. Number
I don't
1.
get it. Let Connor.
This is the clincher.
What
This is the Otto victory right here. I don't know how anyone didn't have this as well. This was number 1. It should be number 1 on everyone's list. Ali and his fighters' Twitter accounts. A relationship that goes back as old as time. Let's just pull it up right here. There's nothing better. Hey, Alex Caceres. I know we were supposed to fight a couple times. Yep, that's supposed to be from Giga Chikadze's account. If we just keep it on rolling here through the pictures. This one was supposed to be on Hamzat's account. Exact same tweet. The one from Hamzat has been deleted. This was actually Magomed Ankalaev recently said Any bold tweets on his account are written by Ali, but under his supervisions. He's the one that puts them in English like that. Let's keep it going. There's more. Oh, yes. Umar recently. Umar can beat him. That's why he's avoiding him. Sometimes people talk about themselves in the third person. Had to get the quick save in there. Do we have any more? Oh, yes. Where he was supposed to be Islam. He's probably going to lose to Armin, and still I'm not going to have to run. And yeah, I mean, a tale as old as time. Can you even trust when it's a dominance fighter tweeting? Is it Ali? Is it the fighter? We just don't know. A match made in heaven. Honestly, a match made in heaven is him forgetting to switch the account and being on a different account and the tweet not making any sense.
I had no fucking idea where you're going to go with that.
Number one. It was just too easy. It was just too easy. A match truly made in heaven.
True. You did do very, very well, I have to admit. That was a tremendous list. Frank, what is explain this to me. Like, where's the beef with Batman and Robin? I don't understand.
There's no beef with Batman and Robin.
One of the most iconic, like, cultural things, but
Absolutely.
you're like belittling it while you have dark chocolate and sea salt. Explain. I'm not understanding.
I think it speaks for itself. Batman and Robin, goated.
Yeah,
This might be the biggest blowout. This is a 10-7 if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're a fucking panderer, but it is
pandering
a great list.
to who?
It is a great list.
Pandering to great list enjoyers.
The number one is the number one. Is, I can see why Ariel.
The poll is
will be
speaking in
happy.
GC's favor, obviously. That
Yeah, I
number
mean,
one
no
is
shit. No
Chef's
shit.
kiss.
Yeah. Shout out. We got this one in the bag, boys.
Ariel. No, by the way, Ariel Helwani, thank you for watching this show for the first time.
Oh,
ever.
sure. I thought he was here. Oh, is he watching?
No, yeah. I mean,
appreciate you watching, man.
He's in the comments. You know, as we know, he doesn't tune in every time we reference something that happened on the show. He never has any idea that it happened, but it seems like he's in the comments for this one.
Yeah, here he is.
If no one picks Macho Man Miss Elizabeth, I'll be so sad. Well, unfortunately, he's going to be sad.
Yeah, I would love to have your list, Ariel. The criticism of
Joe. If you're going to criticize lists, you got to come up with a list yourself.
we need your list, Ariel.
Joe Leto, GC clears. Only thing missing is GC in the pen. I thought about it.
Why have you become like the pen guy?
If you think I'm going to hit the pen before going on air and then traversing home through New York City, you're on one.
The number one is just unhinged, but I love it. It's a great list.
Shout out! It was a very good list. Did we get any super chats, Frankie? Or
We did, but we also got the poll. I just wanted to clarify for GC at 65%.
Yeah.
Don't.
Followed by New York Rick at 9%, and then Mysterious Frank at 25%.
Yeah,
so, all right.
There was no that you talk about pandering. People were just pandering to you to make it somewhat close. That should have been 99 my way.
That's fair.
Did we ever get a final on the manufacturer?
We did. Toyota won.
Dude, I can't bet on Toyota.
What
came in second?
Ford.
Ford it is.
Bill Ford tough.
Callum City coming in with the super chat.
Yeah.
GC, you mentioned
Every
the
single
gym
day now.
yesterday. Love that. Nothing gets life rolling like fitness. Why did you start going? What are your long-term goals?
Wow.
Be well. I know, like I had to read this 8 or 9 times to make sure.
Is this the most serious question we've ever received from Callum City?
Yes, very sincere.
To the point, there's probably something hidden in here. You let us know.
No, I mean that actually seems sincere. Yeah, I mean I've always kind of gone my entire life, but I've always just sort of been like a more cardio guy, starting to get into weights more. Think it'll just be beneficial for like the long term. You talk about long term goals, getting older and remaining healthy, being able to stay mobile into older years, and also I mean just getting jacked. Who doesn't want to just have some 22-inch pythons hanging around?
Sean Brady's got something coming for him.
I'm saying. I've been working the legs. It was leg day this morning. I was on the bike as well, trying to burn it out. So yeah, I mean, just want to be in better shape. Look better, feel better. Just retain my health. I actually had a great moment at the doctor. I was getting a physical last week. Had to step on the scale. They were like, "All right, if you could just take off your shirt and shoes and step on the scale for me." It was a nurse with an MD. I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I step on, and they're just like. She reads it off. She's like, 170.5, and the doctor's like, 170.5. And like, it was, I had to put my arms down because I was like, 170.5, the official weigh-in for the title challenger, Connor Burks. But yeah,
Connor Burks
right on the
versus
money.
Carlos Praches at UFC.
Sign me up. Where are my cigs at? We'll fight, and then we'll have a cig smoking competition after it. Shout out Calvin City.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, 170.5. I was like, oh shit, welterweight contender.
And it would always be the 0.5 too. They'd be like 170. It's exactly
What does that mean?
what they said.
I could probably cut down to 145, be a lanky featherweight.
No. That's a lot of weight.
Anything else, Frankie?
Yeah, man. We have Dustin Max. It is. We need the floral versus floral.
Yeah.
Dude, sign me up. The Hawaiian
Dustin
floral.
versus Max.
The Hawaiian floral versus, what would we even call Dustin's? Tacky, like...
What's that called? What's that style? I don't know what that's called. Like the vibrant, like bright color style.
What is the show? I Think You Should Leave. Does anybody watch it? What's the shirt company called? I Think You Should Leave shirt store. Does anybody watch I Think You Should Leave? Tim Robinson?
Yeah, Tim Robinson. Great show.
Yeah.
I reference the hot dog thing all the time.
What's the Dan Flashes? Yeah, Dan Flashes versus Hawaiian floral.
But yeah, Dustin versus Max. It's the fight to make. Let's just make it.
Do it in Louisiana.
Let's just do it already.
Do it in
Please.
Louisiana. Please do it in Louisiana.
Smoothie King. Open on the date of 360.
It is open. I called my people, called them up down at the Smoothie King Center. Or was that just Smoothie King on 2nd Ave? I'm not sure.
What do we got, Frank? What else?
Actually, I got an Ariel Helwani that wanted to say hi to you guys real quick.
Oh, shit, he's here.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
here.
What is this? What is this connection? This is like a radio show.
Yeah, that's right. I called into the show. The number is 1-800-UNCROWNed. I listen to the show each and every week. In fact, I was in the shower and I had the phone on full blast as you guys are slagging me off. And I hear, oh, he doesn't listen to the show. He has no idea. Yeah, I'm sorry. I listened to probably, if I'm being honest, 97% of all content that we do. Do I miss a couple things here or there? Yeah. Well, I'm taking important business calls to grow our business. Okay, we're not just dilly-dallying over here. All right,
man.
Okay. So I take great offense.
Long-time caller, first-time listener.
Yes. 1-800-UNCROWNed. My favorite segment of the week, no doubt. And I would say, I actually have to admit, I liked Frank's list. I'm not gonna lie.
Get the fuck out.
Why do you have to admit
Because
that?
you are cut from the same old man cloth.
Frank spoke to my soul. Like, come on, man. Bookstore and
That's
a
what
coffee?
someone that would like Frank's list would say. It spoke to my soul. The jazz and the rainy days.
A movie and a score.
What even? Yeah,
Soundtrack.
The soundtrack is included in the movie.
No, listen, I'm not gonna say all of them were good, but I got the vibe. I felt what he was trying to put out there. In the history of this program, 4 months strong, Rick's list was the worst list in the history. Of all the lists that you guys have
and when
done.
you're right, you're
Get
right.
out of
you know?
here.
No,
It
this
was
was not
weak.
as bad as the Frank 311 song.
It's not even close.
I have to say, we're like 2 minutes into this conversation. I'm falling in love with, like, if this really feels like a radio show, I'm in love with this.
Well, OG fans will remember, Rick, I don't know if we did it when you came on board, but the original MMA Hour at AOL, we had a phone number, and Dana was on one time, people called in. Tyson was on, people called in. There was once with Josh Barnett. That was a huge part of the OG fans will remember that there was like a segment at the end. Instead of on the nose, we used to take phone calls because, I was trying to replicate WFAN or Howard Stern. So perhaps we bring it back. Can we do that, Frank? Can we have a call-in number?
Damn right.
It's got to be uncrowned, right? Is that enough? UNCROWNED. That's 9. I feel like that's too many.
No, you give them the too many, and then when they are done dialing.
You drop the ED. You just
that's what Frank's saying.
make it uncrowned. Okay.
The problem is that phone number is probably taken, but
Well, it is now that we
We could workshop it.
Yeah, we can figure this out.
We'll work out the kinks.
Point is, I'm not trying to hijack, but you guys did call me out and say, "Where's your list?"
yeah,
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I just want to say I was ready to crap on GC's list until number 1, and number 1 was incredible. It was unbelievable. Although I do agree with your slight alteration towards the end, where you said it's maybe like him and like just changing accounts.
Yeah.
Or whatever you said there is just an amazing thing. Like, I just imagine him with like 8 different phones. Like he probably doesn't understand how to change accounts. He just has a phone per account, and he just sits there like that meme of the guy with all the different, like those guys.
I
who have all the different
I
phones.
would pay for a live cam on him when he realizes he tweeted from the wrong account.
Oh yeah. Anyway, okay. Without further ado, my list. You guys asked for it.
Yes.
So number 5, like I wish I could do a 5A, B, and C, because of course you can go with the likes of Woodstock and Snoopy. You could go with Tom and Jerry. You could go with those
Batman and Robin, iconic.
You only get 5. Only get 5.
You can even go with Ren and Stimpy. But ultimately, number 5, Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead
Not bad.
are one of the most iconic duos of all time. A match made in heaven. You can't have Beavis without Butthead. Tremendous. Now I'll go in the sports direction for a moment. You know, a lot of people say Jordan and Pippen, but we all know they hate each other. I saw a video recently of Magic Johnson walking up to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jabbar getting quite old, and the hug that they gave each other. Those two loved each other. When Kareem hit a game winner in I think the 1980 or 81 season, they were playing in Nevada. He hit a skyhook game winner. There's great footage of the way in which I think it was actually Magic's first ever NBA game. The way he hugged him, that love affair, that union has stayed strong for what? 52 years later, whatever it is. No, my math is wrong. 45 years later. Point is, Magic and Kareem, match made in heaven, no doubt about it. Number 3, I'll go a little bit with some of you guys. There was a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Peanut butter, jelly, and bananas.
Okay.
Peanut butter, jelly,
Wait.
As we continue,
The
yeah,
Elvis
go ahead.
Presley.
Wait.
The Elvis Presley.
Peanut butter, jelly, and bananas?
And bacon. The Elvis Presley.
Fries. I can't do the, I can't do the bacon.
Elvis Presley doesn't have the jelly. It's
No, I don't
just
think there's
peanut
jelly
butter.
on there.
Just peanut butter
Yeah,
and
yeah,
banana.
Peanut butter and jelly, and you throw banana on it.
That's what I like. Other people will like peanut butter, honey, and banana. The Elvis Presley truly is you're with bacon. I can't do the bacon.
I just want to point out we're 3 into this list. You know,
And I'm killing
iconic character duo, Batman and
killing
Robin. You've picked Beavis and Butthead.
Killing it.
Sports duo, I picked Clay and Steph.
Yeah.
You've picked Kareem and Magic. Food, peanut butter, your match. Like for the worst list ever, you're now mirroring that list exactly.
It's a
Just
great
continue.
point,
I
Byron.
just want to point that out as you're talking about.
Killing it.
My list was the
Killing it.
worst list
Well-
ever, and now you're doing the exact same list.
No,
yes, please.
killing
Hey, crickets, Batman.
Dude, this guy's going on and on. You gave us a 7-minute dissertation on Jesus Samaro, which was a
R.I.P.
ho-hum
to-
duo.
Ho-hum?
that never,
Excuse me.
That never made it past the big leagues. They got on Vice.
Wow,
Their
wow.
show tanked on Showtime, and now here they are. If you want to talk about iconic New York duos,
Right to the chest.
how do you not go with Howard Stern and Robin? The most iconic New York duo of all time. Howard Stern and Robin, a match made in heaven, and I'll leave it here. It's the one that I mentioned that
Number
you guys
2.
just mocked.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have the picture. I threw it in the Slack. There was SummerSlam. I think it was 1988. Was dubbed as a match made in heaven and a match made in hell. There it is. It's literally it's 91. It's literally a match made in heaven. Macho Man, Miss Elizabeth. Yesterday, when you guys were workshopping this in a little breaking of the fourth wall, if I may, these guys have been
Franking of
talking
the
about
fourth
this
wall.
particular list for the past 9 days. They've been working on this list, and you kept saying match made in heaven. I was like, if someone doesn't pick this one, I mean, when I think match made in heaven, I think Miss Elizabeth, may she rest in peace. Macho Man Randy Savage, may he rest in peace. They were the greatest match in all the heavens. That's my list. Goated, stamped, happy President's
Like slightly
Day
better than
weekend.
Frank's.
Yeah.
That's where I
Yeah,
net
slightly
out.
better than
Slightly
Frank's.
better than Frank's.
I'll hang up and I'll listen to your answer off air. I don't know why people still say that. It's such a bizarre thing.
It's a little nostalgia, though. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Big fan.
It's great
Pick
because
one,
it's exactly my list, except you picked different ones.
205 pounds, Rackham.
Oh, 61205. I gotta catch up.
Thank you, Ariel. That was good.
Oh, is he gone? Is that what
Is he out?
He just
hung up
jailed
and
us?
listened.
Yeah, he hung up and listened. Wow. Our first radio caller here on the program. We need a 1-800 number, and we take like 3 or 4 calls at the end of the shows now.
Here's the thing.
I
Ariel
want it.
alluded to this. We used to take calls.
Yeah.
I didn't do the era where they would ask the actual like talent, the athletes or Dana or whatever calls. But we did used to take fan calls where they'd just like call in and I'd be like, hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah.
The problem is like I don't trust the modern fan.
Yeah.
And if I'm like, hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from? What do you want to ask? And they're like, I want to ask about Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. And then they get on air and are like,
Eat shit! I hate you guys!
yeah, I don't trust
I
it.
want it. I welcome it.
We might need to do like leave a message. That's kind of the hotline. You leave the message and then we can play some.
The one he's got on the nose, we got like on the voice note or something like that. You leave us a voicemail at 1-800.
It might
No
have to be a
joke.
voicemail service.
Did his whole call kind of remind you of like when he leaves us an audio note?
No.
not at all.
I loved that like terrible audio quality that you get only from calling it on a phone.
Yeah, because it's all band limited.
Yeah.
Man, he
Shooter
really-
McGavin wanted. Oh, go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
was just gonna say he really didn't like Jesus Mera, which is so.
Well, we
near
don't
and
need
dear
to
my
get
heart.
Howard Stern and Robin. I watched a lot
That's
of
that's
I watched
near
a
and dear
lot
to
of stuff
him.
on Howard Stern. I mean, man. Look at a couple of questions.
Yeah, different era.
Actually, that actually brought up before we get to Shooter McGavin. Some honorable mentions. Like
we should.
Peanut Butter and Jelly didn't get a shout. Calvin and Hobbes, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Does Peanut Butter and Jelly beat Peanut Butter and Chocolate though? For me, it was down to those two.
No, honestly, no, it doesn't. That's a great point by you. Pineapples and Pizza, all-time duo. Soap and Water. I mean, are we even here? Without a little soap and water?
Soap and water.
Are we not here without a little bit of soap and water? Pen and paper.
Bread and oil.
Meat, bread, and oil. That's a trio, but I
just a baked bread.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fine, yeah.
Bread and oil, fantastic.
Bread burnt to shit that's inedible that you can spread some Vegemite on.
Shout out to Frank's toasting abilities. Water and oil, terrible combination there. A little pen and paper. Does humanity even exist without a little bit of pen and paper? You just don't know.
Cheese and wine.
Cheese and wine, great one. Bryce Mitchell and power drills. You can't talk about the history of humanity.
I feel like that's not a good match, actually.
A little bit of Bryce Mitchell, a couple power drills thrown out there. Keeping in the comment space, Ariel and Rampage, great combo. Shout out.
Rampage.
Shout out.
Damn, that is a good one.
Shout out.
Ariel and Rampage should have made my list. That's a great call.
No joke, though. The most important one, Rick and Connor.
Wow. Frankie.
Bad, man. We'll cancel the HR call tomorrow at 8
If you had that as your number one, you would have redeemed that horrible, horrible list. Another few, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Great.
Now, here's the problem. Great separately. Combined, the results are kind of mixed these days. It really
maybe
is just
these days
Hunting.
with the shit Duncan commercials. But I was gonna say Good Will Hunting.
Yeah,
but
after
Dogma?
that, name one. Dogma's great, but that was more like Kevin Smith and.
But they had their whole thing and the whole thing.
Yeah, they were the two angels. It was great.
Was Ben Affleck in The Departed? No.
There was Ben Affleck.
Town People.
The town,
but
he was not. Look, they're great. They're great separately. They're funny together. The results are a little bit mixed. Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler in the spirit of rom-coms and the spirit of Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
those two together, tremendous.
Not bad.
Penn and Teller, The Magicians. I love magic.
Spider-Man and Mary Jane.
That's a good one. Iced Tea and Lemonade.
Arnold
Palmer. If I did not go Peanut Butter and Chocolate, Arnold Palmer was going to get that slot.
I'm actually kicking myself.
Ice-T and crime dramas on television.
Ice-T.
Ice-T. Shout out.
Real quick, Vince Vaughn and John Favreau.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Shout out to two goats.
A good Matt Damon one recently and Ben Affleck. Air.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed Air. Air
was good. Bateman
You're actually not lying, man. You're not lying.
Yeah.
They're
almost better apart. They're almost better apart.
Field of Dreams?
Produced together. What? Really?
I feel like that isn't.
Produced together. Be funny together, but the projects are better separate. Man, Jesus and Marrow. I wanted to share. I wanted to share with people, but they just don't get it.
Any other ones?
Frank, did you have any honorable mentions?
That was really it for me.
All right, Shooter McGavin.
His list was
hold on.
Specified.
Jordan said something.
Nick fans and Reggie Miller. I know they hate each other, but when they're together, it's magic.
Spike and Reggie. How about Spike and Reggie?
Ooh, I like that.
By the way, I was there last night. I saw Spike at the Garden. He's over here talking shit to George Niang. Like the guy's just he never stops. He's still that guy. I love it.
Indiana Pacers and Ariel Helwani.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Bills and Helwani could be a thing. Knicks and Helwani. Rampage and Helwani.
Sports heartbreak and Helwani.
Jeez, rough. You're ruthless.
Shooter McGavin.
We'll get one day.
Had questioned, Turkey has been planning fights at crazy venues like Alcatraz.
Yeah,
what are some other crazy venues you guys would want to see?
Holy
also,
shit,
any
that's a great
London
one.
updates?
London is looking bleak, unfortunately.
No. I mean, not for old Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben. I'll be there. I'm trying.
London looking bleak as of now. TBD.
What is a crazy venue that we could?
I don't know, because Alcatraz is so
Alcatraz
insane.
Is one of the
I wish we had thought of this. You know what? Turkey on a card next week.
Do we do
I was going to say that might not be a bad pound for pound. What
do we
crazy
save it?
No joke. When I was thinking of these matches made in heaven, I was going to do something Connor-esque where I was going to say the octagon and MMA because like we've seen all the other kinds that they've tried to do, and if you read about the original, like before they came out with the octagon, they were thinking about what if we just had a bunch of dudes in togas, like surrounding the fighters, or if we had a moat with
Kumite.
sharks in it.
Yeah.
Like
Actually,
all that would have been really cool. But now the octagon is like inseparable from MMA.
Yeah.
You get the what was it? You were showing the bare knuckle boxing, not BKFC.
Oh, BYB. So,
Oh yeah. They
Where
have
the
barge,
triangle,
and there's a triangle.
you get the super cage, like you get all these like
the Yama pit,
attempts
famously.
that are just not. Hey, what is
Yeah.
BKFC? They actually call it the circled square. Is that right?
no,
Because
no,
it's round.
But
Squared circle is just a boxing nickname.
No,
for
I
the
know.
ring.
I thought they were doing.
But
a
they
play
have a
on the name.
round ring.
Oh yeah, they do
a
have the round ring. I actually like this for next week's pound for pound.
It's pretty good, but the problem is, what if we pivot away from it? Then we didn't give an answer. How about this? We will try to make this our pound for pound. If ultimately we pivot away from us, remind us. You don't have to super chat. Send us a message, and we will answer the question fully. If we,
I'll remember it because my brain's
make it
already
our-
working. My brain's already.
If we don't make it our
I think we
pound for
can
pound.
do it. You know, we got the February 22nd super card put on by Turkey. You know, the pieces connect.
Crazy
some ideas.
locations to do a fight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Top
fair
5
enough.
craziest locations.
Lazy Bed wanted to remind me, Frank, shame on you. No
Dude,
shrimp and iced
Frank,
coffee.
if that had been your number one, you would have won.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lazy
Yeah.
Bed.
Yeah.
If that had been your number one, you would have won.
You blew it, Frank.
I mean, not
Shrimp and iced coffee. God, that would man.
Hey, Frank, what's for breakfast?
That's a great call. by
just
you.
cocktail shrimp and a coffee.
I wish I had had that. I wish I had had that.
Incredible.
Sleeto says Rick saying Shrek is Gen Z is
Okay,
embarrassing.
See, here's what
Literally.
you have to understand. Maybe I used Gen Z as a catch-all. What I mean is pandering to like the 16 to 25-year-olds who like, yeah, I love anime, dude, and like, you know, Shrek is goated because like my cousin showed me it when I was like really young and I love it. Like it's
Shrek 1 came out when I was 8 in 2001. Shrek 2 came out when I was 11
Too young,
2004. Shrek the Third 2007. Shrek 5
yeah.
next
This
December.
is one of those things that like,
Oh, Christmas of
Hipsters are
next
watching
year.
now.
Shrek 5. Can't wait.
but do you enjoy it?
Shrek?
Yeah.
When was the last time you watched Shrek, man? Shrek 1 and 2 are
A long time
actually
ago.
Shrek 1 and 2 are actually fantastic films.
And what about like the Puss in Boots stuff? Are you watching
Oh
those?
God, the Puss in Boots spinoff is incredible. The second one is unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. You gotta start learning your knowledge around Shrek.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I like Wizard of Oz, and you shit on that. You like the Shrek.
Oh my
it's just
God.
the generational divide.
Shrek shits on Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Let's
see, that's the
finish
thing.
off
It
this
just-
bag of chips
doesn't.
that is known as the Super Chat with
Yes.
BS and Hugh asking, how about Roy Hibbert? and Ariel?"
Yes, that is an all-time duo.
And UFC getting in the mix there.
That is
The
an all-time
UFC
duo.
account run at the time. That was good. That was fun.
Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That's very millennial.
Shout out Keto Key. Yeah, that is very millennial.
Maybe I meant millennial.
Flapjack and a cigarette. Mac and cheese. Coffee. and a
Oh
cig-
shit, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Marlboro Reds.
Coffee and a cigarette.
Damn, mac and cheese is a
Do you eat
oversight.
macaroni without
Smoking a
cheese?
pancake?
Yeah, you
Shout
don't
out.
eat. You've never had pasta before, Frank?
Oh, wow. So macaroni is just the only pasta there is.
Trend Daddy says Rick is somehow younger than me, but also 40 years older than me.
What the fuck? What happened? Like, does nobody like Batman and Robin anymore?
We
I'm
all
not
love
understanding.
Batman and Robin.
William
Especially
Robbins.
the movie Batman and Robin.
Call the phone bit after the beep.
A good one, Frank.
William Robbins said, call the phone bit after the beep. I kind of like that. Shout out.
After the beep's not bad. And do we do the message is like leave your message after the beep and then it's turkey.
Yeah, and then it's
doing the
beep.
beep.
Boomers and complaining. Nah, my parents are boomers. Shout out to boomers. Saudi and Arabia. Yeah, shout out.
I thought boomers and complaining was like they're trying to take a shot at me.
Smoking kush and driving? No.
Let's
We
not
want to
do
stay
that,
seated
guys.
on the couch, guys. Drinking and driving?
No, definitely
we don't
not.
wanna do any of this. We don't condone it.
Drinking and smoking.
Cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk
Shout
is
out.
solid.
Shout out.
A lot of them, I had to really.
Spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, shout out.
I'll be honest, I go mac and cheese over. I had to go away from food because, like Frank's, horrible list, it would have been too easy to just do a lot of food stuff.
Rick is making top 5 lists that would have killed in the 60s.
No, Jesus Amaro is contemporary, but
Like neighbors and
Arsha09
Jillimoles.
says Frank and making shit lists.
That is pretty good.
imagine, holy shit! Imagine the meta joke if Frank had done Frank and making lists as his number one of making a horrible list. That would have been incredible.
Ash and Pikachu, shout out.
This is all young people bullshit.
This is great. Not young. I was that
gotta be
Shrek and
adults.
Donkey. I
You gotta
said
be
that.
adults.
Edibles and blunts. That seems like a lot. Rampage and pecan pie. That's
No,
great.
Rampage and Ariel, though, was a great one by you as an honor.
Turkey Yellow Sheik and boxing. Boxing promoters.
Yeah, kinda, actually. Turkey and boxing.
Bubba Ray and folding tables. Lamb and tuna fish. William is on one.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Owl
Shut
Boys,
up, Big Daddy.
Alex Jones and conspiracy theories. ECW and Sandman. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
Yeah. Brenda Schwab and Trug Walgs. Thanks for the super chat. B Sandu 3.
Oh, wow.
Magic the Gathering and Nerds. That was
Yeah,
actually
fair,
just me putting
sure.
it in. J-Lo and Getting Divorced. Rick in the Cinema.
Yes.
PFL and Angry Fighters.
Wow, some of these are...
Lobster and Lemonade.
What is lobster? Is that like a known thing?
I don't know. Rick and Sound Effects. Starsky and Hutch.
Definitely not that.
Great one.
Definitely not that.
Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Slido said Donald Trump in diapers. Ryan said Rick and Brendan Schaub when he leaves the show. It's crazy.
See you guys later. My next move.
Fuego playlist. We want to see Ariel and fighters talk about MMA, not these guys who cannot fight. There's no way out of a paper bag. Please have a retired fighter replace these guys. Nobody wants to see these guys yap. Well, Fuego playlist, you got us anyway. William Robbins, the delivery guy. I don't know what that is. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. Jediah. John Anik. Can't finish that one.
There's
Nick and Nate
so
Diaz.
Yeah.
there's a ton of
Oh,
good
shit.
ones.
Nick and Nate would have been a great one.
Tacos and Coronas. Cheech and Chong. There's so
Sushi
many.
and sake.
John Jones and Ducking.
No. No, I disagree with John Jones and Ducking.
Arcane Lord. Baldy flexing.
Vehemently.
Baldy flexing some Hella Shades. I think this is what he's referring to. Shout out. Are these Hella Shades? All right. I feel like that's it. I feel like we covered about everything.
What about Luke Rockhold and Chris Weidman?
Yeah.
'Cause
Shout
it's
out.
happening again.
Do we have it?
GFL has announced
Oh.
Weidman Rockhold too.
Whoa. What's the,
For
we have
when?
a date?
Give us the details.
We have a date?
No date yet.
Oh, wait. So what do we have?
Our first confirmed matchup, the All-American Chris Weidman takes on Luke Rockhold in a highly anticipated rematch between two former champions. That's courtesy of @MMA GFL.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I feel like we already knew we were going to get that. They
Yeah, we
traded
got
him.
traded
They
for-
traded him to Los Angeles just to do that. I thought we were going to have a date or something.
Beep.
All right. I feel like that'll do it here for the Valentine's edition of The Boys in the Back. UFC Vegas 102 in the books, pound for pound in the books, a little bit of this.
we played Matchmaker. We did
We
good.
played Matchmaker. I forgot that we did that.
Usyk and Alex Pereira on a collision
down.
course? Who knows?
I'm down. Enjoy your weekend.
Wait, before we go, don't forget, catch The Crack
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow here on this channel, 1 p.m. They're going to talk a little bit more about that Eric Nicksick and Sean Strickland situation. I think from a journalistic perspective that maybe the people joining PT can do better. So shout out to PT and The Crack. Watch that tomorrow right here on this channel, 1 p.m. Eastern.
That'll be it for us then. Watch The Crack. Enjoy the fights. And we'll see you next week.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday, Ben.